Wiley Show is so important. And this is why on this show, you will be respected and you will be able to get your voices heard, especially if you're coming from a good web series like Chasing Atlanta. So we will get into the Oliver piece in this program, but you will be very respected on this program. But Gio decided to go on the Wiggins show. And one thing about Gio, he did not have that same energy like he had the energy with me. Cussing out Ahmad Wiggins, he was like a little very weak dog. He's very weak in this interview. So Ahmad Wiggins took the advice of the Wiley Show. We told him the people want the mess. He saw the numbers that we were doing, and he went back to what worked. They don't want them damn cards. They want the mess. He quadrupled the number of viewership today than previously have done in the last couple of weeks with those cards. They're not there for cards. They're there for the mess. So in this mess, Gio, we're getting dragged for filth by Ahmad Wiggins. Talked about the man color contact, talking about he fuck white men. He said that Gio is gone and everybody is taking the Ahmad Wiggins formula and doing reactions of the Gio breakdown and getting clicks and views off of it. And then Ahmad Wiggins said a piece where I was the first one to take Gio rant and post it on my YouTube channel. Got 100,000 views on part 1 and part 2. Put all that shit all on there. So he just dragging Gio. And Gio, very weak, pathetic man. Weak, pathetic. Called into the Ahmad Wiggins show so weak. I'm here. I'm going to talk about Maddie because Maddie did all of this stuff to me. And Maddie, you see what you don't understand, Armon. I ain't talking about the money with Maddie. He was just, I'm like, get this man a sock. Good God, you just that pathetic. And Maddie did all this stuff to me. And Maddie, see what you don't understand, I was over there because Miss Mary called T.S. Madison Timothy. That's her mama. If she want to call her boo-boo the fool, that's mama. Mama ain't gonna respect if you transition to Marquita. That's just like my mama. She ain't gonna call me Marquita. She gonna call me Marquise. I can transition today and be Marquita. Maybe to y'all, I had to get that respect from my fans. But when I go home, baby, hey, what up, Marquise? What up, dog? Oh, ain't gonna be no Marquita. My girl gonna say, your name is Marquise, and that's the name I'm gonna call you. I can't go to my family with a wig and makeup, call me Marquita. They're not gonna respect that. Not today, not that, no. So he dragged his mother in there. Then he's dragging Maddie. And his whole point where Ahmad Wiggins was doing his reaction, he kept bringing up Patreon. And she said this about the Patreon, and she really need the $5, and she's broke. And she called AT&T, and she had to get a payment arrangement. Just spilling all this tea. And guess what, y'all? The house that she owned, her boyfriend went to jail, and Maddie told the boyfriend and got the reward money, and on her carpet, it stains on the carpet. Doodle stains on the carpet. Then he proceeded in the basement. The basement is not finished, and all that just getting dragged. And while we was just dragging this man, call him the color contact queen. So the color contact queen called in. Hello, Ahmad. I just want to see you have a conversation. Very humble. And he was just talking. Everything was calm. He was already getting dragged. Then the color contact, the former manager of T.S. Madison, Gio, got on there and said, because that's what Wiley said about the Ra Ali stuff. Yes, I said it. But I knew when my name is mentioned, he not going to mention the Wiley Show name because he's jealous of Wiley. I've been saying it forever. Y'all don't want to believe me, but I'm saying what I said. Anytime you sit with your dusty friend and create lies about me and about my likeness, you are a jealous queen. So Ahmad Wiggins was very hurt. And see, this is what T.S. Madison, I got my notebook. I'm a notebook reader. This is why T.S. Madison you should know that you don't have that many friends that really have your best interests at heart. And Armon Wiggins is one of them. He's fake as they come. Because while you trying to kiki with Gio, you drag Madison. I never was on the phone with Madison. So anything that I say, it comes as commentary. Chicken bones in the commentary. We never talked. We've never had a conversation. But Mr. Wiggins, you over there having a conversation with her. Soon as y'all fell out, you dragged that woman. For filth. So when Maddie came on the platform, I'm like, well, first of all, T.S. Madison said this. I'm not broke. T.S. Madison said, I've been dealing with the HIV rumors for years. You know, they said I had HIV. I'm on PrEP. And if I did have it, I will be undetectable because I will comply with the medication. Because they've been saying that forever. Oh, Wiley is HIV positive. You'll hear that a lot. Boo boo, last time I checked, I'm negative, and I take PrEP 200 milligrams every day. I'm waiting on my refill right now. Anywho, let's continue. So Maddie called in. Hi, Ahmad. This for WeTV. Oops, did I say that? This for WeTV. Baby, this is a reality show as I see it. This all for that reality show. Hello, Ahmad. This is Maddie. I'm not broke. I've been dealing with that HIV rumors for years. I can talk about Gio living arrangements with his partner. I didn't even know the man had a partner. If it is a partner, it's a white man named Bob. I can just tell you that right then and there. She said, I'm not going to slander his work ethics. Then she said, just be clear, Gio is defaming my character. But leave him on mute. Don't bring him on. Gio, then Madison was like, I haven't worked a regular job since I was 23. I had a business and I did my business with porn. And she said she made 2 bad business dealing that she had a book with this had a book and the lady stole the rights of the book. Then she said, this individual, she's talking about Gio, have said the most nasty things about me. But she said, out of every former employee that used to work with me, none of them ever took it to the internet. No matter how much time I fell out with any of them, they never went to there but Gio. Then Maddie had a conversation with somebody and somebody told her, quote, your manager hate your guts. This the Gio, this the one that's over there crying. Need to get on some Zyprex and go see a psychiatrist. Then she said, my house is sickening. And she said, this is my house. And then in so many words, let me summarize what she said. If my house is dirty or if it ain't no finished basement, it's my house. I'm glad she said it because I was agree with it. I don't care if you got doodle stains on your ceiling, doodle stains on your gaming chair. Oh, I'm describing somebody else's house. I don't care if it smells like piss, doodle stains, and sugary grease on the stove. It's your house. Because obviously, if it had all them doodle stains and pee stains all on the carpet, why y'all so over there? But I'm reminded about what Khia said. Because Khia said she said something that shook me to my core. She told T.S. Madison, keep them queens out of your house. And she don't take heed to that. All the stuff that Maddie is dealing with is because she let Armon Wiggins in her life. He dragged her. Let Gio, the one that don't know his real color of his eyes, let him in her space. He dragged her. But Khia said it. She said one of the fallouts, she said it was too many people in that house. And that's the truth. So what got me, brother Gio, brother, you went on Armon Wiggins' platform and he dogged you. Give me a second. We gonna take it real slow today. Because I'm gonna go see somebody else going live. And then after they go live, I'm gonna go live right after them. If I can dissect, see what they got to say. So Maddie was on the line with Armon Wiggins. She said, I gave my best friend 10% of the proceeds of my website because when I didn't have nothing, this friend was there for me. And she said, how dare Gio say that I was dogging out my friend that is no longer living? She said, I never would do something like that. Oh, they doing good for WeTV. I mean, them producers right there that's looking at them confessions gonna be something. Because I felt in my spirit, I said, this smells like some WeTV for a show. This smell like a WeTV for that pilot episode. It smelled like a WeTV. I smell it. So then Armon Wiggins was on there, and Armon Wiggins asked about T.S. Madison's mother. It said, did Miss Mary, why do you think she's getting dragged? And Maddie said, Miss Mary told Gio that he should let go his anger of his father. That if he don't let go that anger, you will never have peace. And that is what Miss Mary is a Christian. So she probably heard him talking about how he hated his father, Maddie, and she gave some advice. Poor Miss Mary got dragged in the mess. Then she said that he was in my home. This is what Maddie said. Gio was in my home. And he started to try to verbally attack me. Then leave and go down the street and get on the live and drag me online. Maddie said he was the one that started with the online attacks. You took it online. And the Tasha K piece came up. Tasha K came up, and then Tasha K, her messy tail, gonna go live on Instagram to show that she got contracts. Baby, we don't care if you got contracts in the house. We want to get to some tea. So she went live. But in the interview, he said, let's talk about the Tasha K piece. What about Tasha K saying that this is Armon Wiggins? She said that she don't deal with y'all. She tried to warn. They was talking about that whole gate when they was in the basement and having that podcast. And Maddie said, Tasha K never had that conversation. She said, when your name was mentioned, Armon, when Gio's name was mentioned, I did not drag you. I wish you well. But what people fail to realize after that episode, it was leaking out to other blogs. Because I even got the information that Tasha K even said on my show, oh, Wiley got to call you. Gio calling me. They had a conversation. Now, let me fact check, Gio. You were calling Tasha. So, yes, Tasha K called you back. But during that conversation, from what sources told me, Tasha K were dragging Maddie, called Armon Wiggins after her conversation with Gio and said, you need to drag Maddie and telling all this dirt about T.S. Madison. Other people was even confirming that to me. That after she went off your show, Wiley, Tasha K called Gio. And then after that, she had a lot of nasty stuff to say about Maddie. And then T.S. Madison wanted to delete the podcast. It was a lot of manic behavior going on that night. People forget that she put on her Twitter. This Tasha K put on my Twitter. I'm going to delete that podcast. I don't like to be used. Because Armon Wiggins didn't take the bait to drag Maddie. So during this interview, Oliver jumps into the chat. I said, this is the WeTV. Once he jumped in, that was confirmation. I said, I need confirmation. Who else gonna jump up in there? Oliver Twist came in. I said, this WeTV all over this. Let me get my notebook. Oliver Twist, which is a leading man on Chasing Atlanta, came on and he said, I'm the youngest in the chat. Then Oliver said in the chat, everybody is like 15 years older than me. Then Oliver Twist commented this after that comment. He said, TS didn't tell me nothing. Then Oliver Twist comment again, said, somebody on Twitter told me. Then Oliver Twist called into the show. I knew he was going to get dragged. Because Armon Wiggins never saw it for the Chasing Atlanta cast. He dragged all of y'all. That's why he never talk about web series. He dragged y'all. He said a whole lot of stuff about you, Oliver. So I was shocked, but you're doing a WeTV show, so get your coins, boo. I'm with you. Camera's rolling. So he called in. I don't know nothing that do Jesus. I don't know nothing what's going on. Catch me up. Oliver, you are the most messiest queen I've known. Another blogger told me your tea. And they sprayed, they said, baby, he just as messy as they come. And the only reason why Maddie keep you around is because you help her with her brand. She know you messy. So when he called in, I don't know nothing. What's going on? What? Oh, I don't. And I knew him all because one fake person was going to call up the next. I knew that energy. He was reading them cards. Baby, that liquor was in him. When that liquor in him and he got some cards, you about to get red. Oliver didn't know what he got himself into. Oh, I could just tell you right now, Oliver, you is fake. The card, baby, that ain't them cards. That's that tequila you sipping. Stop giving that power to them cards. That's that tequila. And that tequila shot, because he's all, first of all, doing this interview, I'm going to read. He kept taking piss breaks. Man, kidneys ain't holding on. It's hanging on to a thread. Like, it's literally on life support. He kept getting off the live to take a piss break and a boo-boo break. Digging all in his eye, didn't wash his hands, no hand sanitizer, no nothing. I could just imagine that smell in that living room with them candles and crystal, smell like boo-boo and piss and liquor. But Oliver Twist came on the live and got dragged. This is somebody from Chasing Atlanta. I just don't know what's going on. You're faking for, I don't know why you on. Oliver did he just up on there. Because Oliver always want attention. He's attention whore. I said it. That man love attention. He don't want to just be the nerd, the computer guy. He's a rapper. He want to be noticed. He want the fame. He want T.S. Madison spot. Did I say that out loud? I said it. They all around her because they want attention. And Maddie have to compromise because she already ain't paying them enough money. So what she do is, let me give you the attention and give you a platform. But Oliver Twist, you are a smart girl. You did fact check the Wiggins with that little dust ball you got in your head. I don't know what kind of star. I don't know if it's a dust ball. Look, you know, the little claw look like you got it out of your vacuum cleaner and planted on your head. But you did fact check the Wiggins because the Wiggins kept saying he had his motive. Yeah, girl, you're playing the business right because Maddie, you teaming up. You don't want to mess up your coins, girl, because Maddie got you hooked up with these other celebrities because of the work that you done with Maddie. Oliver Twist fact checked him. I said, you going to fact check this, brother Oliver? And Oliver said, Wiggins, you wrong. I got my connections with the celebrity due to my work we're doing with Funky Dineva. People forget that Oliver was a commentator for Funky Dineva, and he worked with Funky Dineva. I used to watch when Oliver, and I interviewed him when he was out, you know, working with Funky Dineva. And I interviewed him, of course, we interviewed Oliver Twist for Chasing Atlanta. So, but you attached to Wiley when you're doing that, so you're going to be very, very hated. And that's what that was, Oliver. He don't like anybody that comes on the Wiley Show and get good interviews and get clout, and you come over there, he ain't gonna like that. Because Oliver, if y'all remember, Wiley was featured in one of y'all storylines with interview. So you know what that is. That's just pure jealousy. That's when Gio said my name, he wanted to kick Gio. Oh, don't say Wiley name. Don't say that name. Because he any other name you could say, just don't say Wiley name. Because he know I'm serious competition. Period. I the one that told him, because I saw him over there crying, weeping, reading fucking cards, and motherfuckers ain't motherfucking watching him. They falling to fucking sleep. I said, stop reading them motherfucking cards and get back to the fucking mess, because I know how to get up into that ass and tell his ass to get up there and read and get up there and motherfucking get to the motherfucking mess. So I read his ass and shook him, and he got his ass back into the mess. 24 hours later, he did exactly what I said do, because he know I'm going to keep it real. Fuck them cars. They want the fucking mess. They don't want the motherfucking cars. And we told that brother that the next day he come and he do the mess. Everybody over there with the B&B squad should come over here and say, Brother Wiley, thank you. Because y'all know I'm going to tell his ass to get back what works. I'll be the bad guy. Y'all got some good ass entertainment. August, we going to, because I knew this buzzword. It always worked when I say this. Yeah, Wiley is beating them all Wiggins in the ratings. I know that's going to shake them. Oh, hell no. We can't have this. Wiley get more views me if it's 10 more views. The same thing with Station Head. Wiley is beating them all Wiggins in rating. He jumped his happy go ass on Station Head because I know how to get under his skin. I know how to get under him just like that. He needs somebody to encourage him. Get your ass, you can do it, Armon Wiggins. You know, he needs somebody to encourage him to give him a boost. And I'm happy for it because we got some good numbers over here. So we're glad that you're back. Welcome back into the mess. They don't want them damn cards. You ain't got it like that with your art. Them people unsubscribed and left. Them people want the mess. And you can't stronghold these people to subscribe. You cannot strong all these people to subscribe to your channel. And what he tried to do is, y'all hurry up and subscribe so I can play this. They don't give a fuck. Give them the content and they will subscribe. Dumbity dum dum. You cannot stronghold your subscribers. I can't. We're really close to 11,000. When people feel right, they're going to subscribe. But me begging and pleading with them, they're not going to fucking do it. Let them feel free enough to do it. You would have been at 100K. Your ass wanted to take a break and be the next Miss Cleo. It didn't work. How did that? It flopped in your fucking face. They don't want to hear that you talking about read spirituality and you got a drinking problem. You can't control your liquor. And they gonna go to you for some advice or some spirituality. Sit down, you clown. They don't want to be there for no damn to get you to read them, they future, and you battling with alcoholism. They want the mess. I know I'm telling the truth, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. Let me refill my cocktail. You have a problem. Then he said, I used to do a little coke. Then he telling this man he did a little coke. He said it. Get out of my face. So Oliver called in. Oliver called in. Got hanged up. He hung up and cussed him out. Dogged him. I said, Oliver, brother, you would have came out better coming to the Wiley Show. I'm the only show you can dog me out. But if you come on for an interview, my mentor told him, brother, my mentor said, brother, if they dog you out, don't respond and meet them in their energy. Let them speak, brother, because they're on your show. Let them feel welcome. Even you might disagree with their spirit. And it works. Just like when Gio called in. 1 second. Hello. Yes. Oh, yes, we can do it at 9:30. Yes. All right, yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Yeah, so when Oliver then I done forgot my thought. Got a phone call. Get back my thought. Okay, I'm gonna read Oliver Twist's comment. Should have messed up my groove, but we here for it. I'm looking at Oliver Twist's comment. Educated, decorated, celebrated, most important, compensated. I came to the internet to share my art and see what Nicki Minaj and Zelia Banks are doing. No need to rant, scream, curse, or form out of the mouth. I guess that's fake. Oh, well. So, of course, Oliver put that tweet out, but I want her to put an address on it. Don't be putting on no damn tweet that we got to dissect. Put an address on it, how you really feel. You call it to the Wiley Show. Y'all sit here and y'all watch. Y'all sit here and y'all watch the show. Period. I knew that Gio, and this the part that triggered me. When he got the crying, I said, he gonna laugh in your fucking face. Watch this. I'm laughing on IG, and we having like our ghetto watch party. Everybody that's blocked that can't get into the palace, we have our little ghetto watch party. So Gio started, hey, what y'all don't understand, I did all this, and this is what, and Bob Wiggins wants to laugh, he giggling, just go on and laugh. He get this card, he just laughing. Laughed in your face. I was triggered because when I was going through my moment, when my manic moment, when I was crying and weeping, he laughed in my face. How does it feel to get laughed at? It don't feel good. You got laughed at right in your... He laughed at you. I was laughing too. Saying that you'd have already alluded to that TS Madison HIV positive. You put that out there. You repeated those rumors. I didn't say that. I said they said she had HIV medication in her bag. But you repeated it. But you want some sympathy because you crying? No, girl, you messy and you overwhelmed. You need to go into the mental hospital and get you some help. And you need to tell them I was working with a woman that is a trans woman and she didn't treat me right and give me that motherly love, and you work out your issues. You got mommy and daddy issues. And Khia had people to come to my mama's house, and Maddie never defended me. I said, this man having a whole manic breakdown. He needs some help. Him and Kanye and Brother Wiley, he need to be in 201A. I need to be in 201B, and Kanye need to be on 201C. We all just need to be on the second wing and get some help. Get our jello and our pills and get in a group session and talk about our problems. Because he having a mental breakdown. It was clear as that. All this going on. You thought you was going to get some sympathy over there with the Bible. He laughed at you. You are content. Content. That's what you are. A click and a view. But back on my Wiggins. Oh, Lord. This brother said, I don't deal with that fake stuff, Wiley. This is why we broke up. I'm real. I don't spray my friends and bring it to the end of that. Higher, you sprayed Maddie. So you never kept that same energy. And what Ahmad Wiggins tried to do, he tried to insert himself because this Negro still hurt because Maddie didn't invite his homeless ass to a Thanksgiving dinner. You still crying because she didn't invite you to a dinner. Get your own family to go to a dinner. He still crying. I was homeless on the floor doing coke. He started remembering all the stuff that he didn't have with Maddie. He inserted himself. And I kept screaming at the screen at the computer. I said, he still hurt at Maddie. Maddie, you better not trust him. You will be a plump fool to trust somebody like Armon Wiggins, somebody that was homeless on the floor doing coke and eating boo-boo booty and all that type of stuff. Don't you trust him. He can't be trusted. Y'all make sure y'all donate because this video will not be monetized. I'll tell you that right now. Send a cash out of donation. Chickity ching ching, okay? I'm one of the hardest working men on YouTube. And I want to feel that love. Don't you say, well, I love you and all that. Put a color on it. Okay? Or call in, let me pray for you to God give you some money so you can give your 10% to the show. You don't have to call in and tell me you don't got it so we can have a good prayer right on the show. So call in. If you ain't got it like that, call in. If they holding up your unemployment, we'll put you on, and we have a whole prayer service to you right here on the live. So if you want to hit that number at 606-716-8447, because some of y'all checks like mine just hold up. We'll bombard heaven with prayer so you in return can get your 10%. All right? So we're listening to all of this with Ahmad Wiggins, and I'm listening to Gio cry. I'm listening to Oliver get dragged, and he's watching the show, by the way. I'm listening to all this activity on the episode. I'm thoroughly entertained. I'm watching Ahmad Wiggins because he really want to go back to spirituality, get everybody together. No, boo-boo. They ain't there for that spirituality. They there for the mess. They can give a damn about you trying to give them the right. You have a whole problem right there. Anytime you don't even want your man to come on camera because you're so afraid, you so insecure. If he come on camera, he'll get all his attention and leave you. So you keep him cooped up with that dirty bathroom robe he have on, and he better not say another word about Wiley when you ashamed to come on camera. Don't you talk about my eye. I want to see your eye. I want to see the dirt on your fingernails, and you talk about me. So you hearing all this stuff going on. Gio just calling it, just there. He stayed on hold while Maddie was on there. Gio just Gio. It's Oliver here. Oliver can call in. We got the number. The number is here. We're gonna respect Oliver. I think Oliver is an amazing content creator. He does amazing work. His branding is great. If my people would donate better, we will hire Oliver Twist. They don't give that much like that. They give when they feel like it. You gotta sometimes remind them that I'm not rich. Baby, I'm manic. I'm going through money problem. And this money thing don't change. I'm gonna have to wake somebody. Don't be shocked if you don't see me on the news holding up a bank or something. I'm gonna just say that right then and there. I'm gonna just say that right there. Let me just go on the war. If I don't get this check and get this money thing up, it's gonna be some trouble. I might have to find me about 4 or 5 friends, and we have to case out a little bank or something. I don't know, a Curse Shade or a Walmart. Don't make me no different. And I feel it right there. And the Lord say, don't do it, brother Watt. Hey, don't do it, brother. Stay still. Stay still. Just be patient. Be patient. Because the good God, because, baby, I'm ready to tear some up. Man, please. Why did you better buy? I'm going to just warn people. Leave me alone. Don't provoke me. Baby, don't provoke me. Okay. But I will say this, though. When I listened to a Wiggins show, I was thoroughly entertained. And then when we were doing our watch party with the 20-some-odd people that was there, they said, Wiley, do you see how he didn't want your name? No, because he know if I give the respect to Brother Wiley, he's going to get the audience. So I'm going to work really hard to come against him. But Brother Wiggins, you did the same damn thing Maddie did. Maddie was on her Patreon getting Gio, got him crying. See, the difference between me and Gio, I know how to monetize. You talk about me, I'm going to talk about you and get a clicking of you too. But with Gio, he's not smart enough to monetize off his pain. If he was smart enough, he would get his own YouTube channel, go live, and garner up the support. He's talking about, I can't go live. Yeah, on your phone, you can't go live, but you get a laptop and you can stream live. But he's not smart. So everybody is monetizing off his tears. Them fake tears. Man, I would have laughed in your face too. All that cussing you did to me and they're yelling, now you want some sympathy? Man, please. You lost me when you sprayed T.S. Madison. Personal business. You got very direct with that sister. Thank you for the cash out and the super chats. You did that. So you can't in return want to go back to Maddie. That don't make sense. Maddie is not going to call you back. The only reason why Maddie called back Armon Wiggins, she got tired of him. She felt really sad. He was a sad little puppy, crying, reading cards, pissing all on the carpet. So she just felt sorry. Okay, man, I forgive you. Just join him a little bone. But he still butthurt about Maddie. But Maddie always remind him. Because he don't want people to talk about him. When I read him, he'll call Maddie, or Maddie will call him. Now, Armon Wiggins, you see what I'm going through? Oh, I see it now. But you still yet dragging Maddie. If you really was Maddie's friend, I'm about to say this. And please, if any staff members from Maddie, send it to her. Oh, she watching anyway, because that's what Gio told me. She watch everything. She's an online personality, so she see everything, what people are saying about her. But if you really love Maddie, you would have never allowed Gio to come on there and still try to dog her out if you were Maddie's friend. Let somebody would have done that to you, Mr. Wiggins. You would still be on there crying in a corner reading cards. Let somebody would have done that to you. You would have been so pissed and angry. But you done it to Maddie, who you say is your friend. Because you still upset and mad and pissed because she didn't throw you a birthday party. You didn't get no cake and ice cream. So Paul Oliver, he's the favorite child of Maddie. He got the birthday party and the cake and ice cream. So Oliver get the most attack because they think that T.S. Madison favor Oliver. And she do, because Oliver is providing great talent to her brand. Oliver consistently, every time they kept working, providing great stuff for her brand. And he don't go around spraying her tea publicly. I don't care how people make rumors that he's messy or that he's fake. But when it comes to his track record as a person, he ain't out here spraying. He don't even spray me out publicly. He'll come on the show, we talk and blah, blah, blah. That it is what it is. He always say, hey, Wiley, I'm all about black content creators. I'm all about black spirit. Girl, I know you messy. It is what it is. I'm messy too. So, but he ain't going to mess up that bag and spray Maddie publicly. And that is something what Oliver that Gio wants. He wants people to take his side and say, Gio, you right. But the thing I want to tell you, Gio, brother, you right. To how you feel. Your feelings is probably very accurate. But where you went wrong, brother Gio, you went wrong by spraying her, and then you went on another show with a man that did not like her, that got on there and said that Maddie hired a rapist to be on the Queen Supreme Court. And you went on that man's platform. And then every time when Armon Wiggins brought that up, he said, because that cockeyed person, no, baby, it is what it is. You put that rumor out there. That was dirty. Maddie hired a rapist to work at the Queen Supreme Court. You put that out there. Then an unstable, stinking, boo-boo stained makeup artist put that lie out, and you read that same makeup artist that said she was full of boo-boo and poop and you wanted to eat her booty, but she was passing gas. Y'all probably already fucked and smashed. But you put that out there about Maddie that she hired a rapist to work on her platform. Did you forget it? That's a dangerous allegation. And you still play day. You ain't gonna be set till you try the wrong. You try one more time. You put that out there. And I call you out on it. And Maddie, never forget he put that strong, that could have destroyed your whole brand that you hired a rapist to work on the Queen Supreme Court. And Cherry Bomb had to come out and answer to her. Unvetted, no police, no nothing. You just put that out there on a national, international platform. You don't like Brother Wiley because I'm going to call you out on your mess. Yes, I'm dramatic, and that's why y'all watch the show. Y'all want dramatic mess. You don't want me on here reading no card being calm. No. But you put that out there. Reason why I think Maddie have respect for me, we're not friends. I'm a content creator. I do content. I never got personal with her, and I'm glad I never did. I'm glad that I'm free to put all this. Me and Armon Wiggins, despite whatever we had, I never been to that man's house. I never seen him snort coke. Never seen him in the flesh drinking beer or cheap liquor. Never seen that. Everything that we had was online based. Online based. But you met with Maddie in person. And when Brother Wiley name is mentioned, he can't take it because Wiley is very consistent in calling out this drunk that want to read you about your spiritual journey. If I'm going to listen to somebody, I want somebody's life that is aligned spiritually, not by them shuffling cards, by them living to what they really preach. Not somebody shuffling cards, have a drinking problem, eating booty, and try to tell you about your future. Something is wrong with you, sister, if you got to go to a man to tell you about your future. Go in that house and just turn the lights off and just let that sink in. Of course it didn't get off the ground with that spirituality. You ain't living spiritually. You wanted that because you saw the money that was into tarot reading. You didn't get it and garner it. Your fans turned against you. They jump ship, start coming to the Wiley Show. Because I knew you was on the wrong track when your fans start coming over. In my email, Wiley, we love you. And this is I have to unsubscribe. I'm tired of that spirituality. I want the mess. You got tired of that. I ain't say now very smart. I kept quiet a little bit because the people, they kept coming. You ain't nowhere. We almost at 11K. The competition is getting very thick and heavy. This ain't no time to switch your game plan. Then you got Storm Monroe creeping up. We love Storm. He don't like that because Storm Monroe got a powerful ally, which is Tasha K. And Storm is very smart playing his cards right. He don't like that. Serious competition. I knew I was going to call it out because it was needed. They weren't there for them cards. Start cussing out subscribers, and I watch the show. I sat there, watch the beginning, middle, and end. Then when it comes to the Ra Ali piece in my close, they had that conversation with Ra Ali, but I will let Mob Radio break the Ra Ali situation down. Because I brought that up about the Ra Ali stuff, and that's why Gio brought my name up. There's one thing I like about Mob Radio. The sister put respect on my fucking name. I will always have respect for her. We may not always agree, but that sister, she never shaded my name. Even with the tea with Jay-Z, the one that said I'm Jay-Z's daughter, she put respect on my name. So I respect Mob Radio for that because that sister didn't have to do what she did. One thing I don't like is when my name is mentioned, you try to act like you don't know who I am. But the reason why you do it because you don't want people to know the Wiley Show name. But guess what? My name gonna ring anyhow. It's gonna slip out. By hard you try, it's still gonna come out. It's gonna come out more. The man, he said it. Wiley, he said it. Crystal, oh, please don't say that name. Don't say. You make people more curious to know about Wiley. You come out better just letting his name just be doing. That's all I say, put respect. Most powerful people came on this platform. Before people cried in socks, they were on this platform. Put respect on this show. I interviewed Oliver Twist. I interviewed the Chasing Atlanta cast. Interviewed the G-Status cast. Interviewed Trina Braxton when she first started with Braxton Family Value. We will restream that, and we're going to put that together because it's on our blog talk. We interviewed Jackie Christie. We interviewed Erica Kane. We have interviewed Raheem Devon. We have interviewed people. So my resume speaks for itself. And I've been working my ass off for this. And I haven't had my breakout moment yet. But it's coming. Thank you for the donations. It's coming. My breakout moment haven't happened yet. But it's coming. And he's content. Talking about let him go. This is content. Maybe he's good for a click of views, good for business. I'm glad he's roasting the guy. I ain't holding over. You don't see me over here crying. Did you tell Gio to let Maddie go? He over there crying. A whole big, thick man crying over Maddie. Over there weeping. You better get you a platform and get a click of view. I cried too. But that camera was rolling. Snot boogers was coming down. Yeah, me and the Bob Wiggins, we ain't free. I was getting a click of the view. Phone labs was open. We took phone calls. We took all type of stuff. Period. I get a click in the view. I know business. I may look dumb, crusty, but I ain't stupid. Let's talk about it on camera. Let's have a conversation. And he know that I know that. Don't quit now. Keep going. So I want to say this to all the people. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. Thank you to the 400 people. We peaked at 500. We thank you. We thank you for the love and for the support. I thank you to every producer that is strong enough to come into the chat. And I apologize for any member that have been blocked over there. But I ask you this question. I'm going to tell you this. If you are blocked from going somewhere because you're over here, that says a lot about their character, not mine. That'll let you know that you are part of a movement that is growing. But if you go into somebody else's chat and they block you because you rock with Wiley, that says a lot about they are frightened about this movement. They're frightened about what we're doing over here. So I thank all the strong producers that don't give a damn about showing the love of Brother Wiley, and you say it publicly. I thank those that do it privately. I thank the real people that show me support, because I can remember when back in 2011 when I first started, I had 2 or 3 listeners. Sometimes most of the shows that I did on Blog Talk Radio had 0 plays. I would do a 2-hour episode. Didn't have the people then. But now I do have them. And we're growing every day. So I remember interviewing the Oliver Twist with no following, when he tried to start his music career. I remember interviewing Gio when my dear sister Cookie Tookie manager was on the air when Cookie was in jail. I do remember those days. So this show have always been doing amazing things. When we interviewed Jared Scott before he passed away, we had the last interview with him. When we interviewed the Star Milan situation, and when Justin J called in, one of the most powerful interviews that I've done so far, we have done incredible things on the Wiley Show. But people will act like they don't know me, and that's okay. But it ain't gonna stop me from doing this show. And when you see people, when my name is mentioned, look how they turn their head. But it don't take away from the history of what I've worked for. My brand speaks for itself. And I put a lot of love and respect on LGBT web series. But I find it quite strange that a gay man that eat booty don't want to talk about these gay web series. He drags them. But you don't drag, you eat their booty. But you don't want to talk about the show. I'm just saying. That's just it's quite strange to me that you don't want to talk about a show or a community that you're a part of. Oh, Lord, just so funny. Oh, I wanted to eat his booty, but he was passing gas. He just telling all his business, just as freaky, snorting cocaine, throwing sex bar, and all that type of stuff. I'm glad we never met. I don't want to be around. I never snorted nothing against those that have done it. I ain't judge you, but I said I never done it. Never snort nothing. Never spoke nothing in the only time that somebody put a needle in my arm is when I was manic and they had to just put that in my arm and I was high as a kite. And I see why people are hooked on heroin and all that. That stuff made me so high. I was in a mental hospital in my clothes. I was in a mental hospital. I was so high. They stuck me. I don't know what they stuck me with, but it had me singing. I was in there cussing folks out. But then I started preaching. And then I started singing gospel music. I was in the mental hospital. Them white folks just started sticking me with that Madison. And I started I started singing gospel. I was so high. It felt so good. But I remember that. I remember when I was in the mental hospital. I've been there. I've been there when I was in the mental hospital. I've had a journey. And I'll never forget it. The library situation. Never forget it. But I thank God for the platform that I have today, for the life that I have today. Even though my life is not perfect, I'm going through so many tests and trials in my life, but it's nowhere near when I was so broke that I had to go in the library and I did damage. So I'm asking for y'all continued support, and I thank God for this platform. Thank God for this platform, and I thank God for y'all supporting us. And thank y'all so much for the super chat and the cash, because I work my ass off for the show. And sometimes I question, I'll be like, damn, when I'm going to get this, Lord? I want all this. And it came to me today. It said, brother, be patient. You got to keep working for this. Don't stop. Keep working. Every once in a while I get down and say, I want to quit. And I get up and I said, if I could just get up, I can make it. So I'm up now and we're doing this show and we having this conversation. And with the GO and all of these people, just be honest, these folks were never your friends. And when you're angry in the gay community, you will be messy and spray out stuff. No different than what I did to Ahmad Wiggins. No different what Ahmad Wiggins did to Maddie. No different what GO doing to Maddie. A lot of these people, and I'm learning this, that you have to learn how not to share everything publicly when this person is your friend. Even myself, I need work on how to be a better friend. I got to work on that. And I have to sometimes, just recently, God had to remind me when I was in need and when people were there to help me. And it shook me up when I looked at it and I said, wow, I said, I can't get into this position of privilege and forget of where I came from. And God was like, you got to return the favor. I'm testing you, brother. So you just can't turn your back on somebody that was there for you in your need, because that ain't right. And it didn't feel right. So God, what can I do? And it came back and I had to help this person. And I thank God for that, for showing you, and you would know. So we ain't gonna be on for no 3 hours. Because these people ain't going to call it to the Wiley Show. You got to be strong to call it to this show. But I will open up for the people that want to speak up and call in. But Khia did tell Maddie. So I'm going to let the people speak up. Thank you for the super chat. Somebody said, it's your time now, Wiley. Stay focused. Thank you, Miss C. $10. Thank you, Phillips. Thank you, Phillips. Thank you to Denise. Also, I want to read this. Thank you to Denise. And also thank you to Blue Skies. She said, bring it, Wiley. Thank you to everybody out here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, to Cash Out, PayPal. Thank you for your love and for your support. Because I'm out here doing amazing things. I never seen these type of numbers, and it's actually getting better and better and sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. And I know, I'm going to just say this. I know y'all thank me for staying on Ahmad Wiggins' butt and got him to come on here and he got up on here to do what he had to do. And he did what he had to do. So y'all need to thank me for that, because we're going to apply the pressure. Now he's going to be coming stronger with reaction videos and everything like that. Let me see, because one of my producers put something in my ear. Let me see with that. And thank you, Mouth Open. Mouth Open went in the Ahmad Wiggins chat. She said, Wiley. So we thank her for doing that. Thank you for the love. Thank y'all for tagging me on IG too. Give me a sec. I want to see, did this person go live yet? Because I got to get ready for Shay's creation. I have that to do today too. So y'all, I will be sending y'all that. Ooh, child, because we got a lot of stuff to do today. Okay, so thank y'all for the love. Let me check up here. I didn't have any phone calls. I just had to come on here very quickly, have this response. We'll be back with another video. I want to thank y'all for that. Thank you to all the producers in here. And I'm going to continue to have my foot on his neck. And I'm going to be very consistent and give you my commentary. And if you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. But we're going to do it our own way. Okay? Are we doing this every month? Around rent time, I just see myself supporting a grown man that quit his job. No, sir. Well, the rent is already paid, so I don't know what that means. Praise the Lord. That would have worked if it was like yesterday. Or day before yesterday. That's why I gotta go. I'll go back to that job. Wait for that doctor's note. Maybe I'm gonna go back to that job quick, man. Fuck that leg, man. Please, they gotta put me in a wheelchair or crutches. I'm gonna. That's all I want. I miss working. So once I get that doctor's note, I'm going back to work. I actually miss working. You know, I miss it. But I can't find a doctor to sign me to get me back to work. One doctor, okay, I'm gonna say this. One doctor I went to Oh, Mr. Wiley, you can't. I'm not going to sign this note. You are in no position to work in a nursing home with your condition. I mean, I thought I was gonna get a good old note. Child, he refused that note. And then my psychiatrist said I need to take a break. I can't be out here working. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay, people need to understand this is just like man, the people ain't signed that note. Maybe my bag and up my leg. I guess they say you can't be on the nurse home. They say emotionally you ain't ready to get back into the nurse home thing. Not the stuff I'm telling my psychiatrist. They said no, sir. Anonymous, you live on the Wiley Show. Go ahead.
Hey, Wiley.
Go ahead, sister.
I'm gonna say this like I had told you when you did the Kanye story and was talking about it.
Yes.
I think that you're doing good. I know that you're on the right path, and you, like you said, your time will come when it's your time to come. You just need that one good story, like some people get, and they run with it.
Come on,
once
sister.
you get that story, we already know you're gonna run with it. I was wondering, what do you think about, because of course we know your situation, with your foot, and you're not able to go to work right now.
Mm-hmm.
You post a lot of content on your Patreon. So why not do a poll to see should you at least increase it to like the minimum 5 and the next level 10? Because I'm sure a lot of your followers will support you.
Right. I think once off I do like more content, stuff like that. And the
but you do a lot of content.
I know. I'm talking about like an idea of more stuff. And another thing too, I want to get better health. I want to get some good health insurance to get some best doctors, because when it comes to the mental illness piece, it's a struggle for me. And I'm not very transparent publicly, but it is a struggle. It is a struggle. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really. And the doctors that I do have, they're not the best, you know what I'm saying? It's like free, nonprofit, whenever they can see you, they can see you. So, but because I got to get that in order. And it's not all the way in order yet with the mental illness, with that piece, because I am having doubts, and I do get extremely depressed, and I've been depressed for a couple of days now, and I don't know why it gets like that, but it gets like that, and it is like, woo, it's like it is like so strong. I'm like, man, why is it like this? And every once it gets like to the point where I don't even want to wake up sometimes, to do a show, and that's why I take a day off. And but it is that piece, and I want to work and resolve that completely, but I'm not over it. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But I would definitely get more content to try to increase that.
Right. I think you should, do a poll on your community tab just to see how the people feel, because I know a lot of us would, pay a little bit more, because like I said, you give a lot of content on there for the price you're doing. And another thing, of course, the Armon situation,
yeah, tell
and
us.
Gio.
Yes.
Both of them are fake.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. Gio, not that long ago, I don't know. Now this man up here crying, all this other kind of stuff. Right,
but mental illness is real though, because when you want validation from a woman that's not your mother, see, it's a lot of gay men that struggle with family issues, and when he brought up the father piece, I think that he wants something from Maddie that his family couldn't give him, and he's putting all of this family hurt on Maddie. And I think that comes from some of us in the community got to do a better job resolving our issues and stop wanting other people to validate or to take that burden. That's something he have to work on, because I can tell that he's struggling mentally. I heard it when he start crying. I'm like, this man, this is deeper than Maddie. There's some upstairs that need to be worked on. Something loose.
Right, but like you said, Khia tried to tell Maddie.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's what Maddie dropped the ball. Maddie dropped the ball, fumbled it, everything when she allowed those guys she did not know in her house to set up her Wi-Fi for this show. She dropped it because she know Khia do not trust no one, and Khia told Maddie this.
Yes,
so
I
for
did.
Maddie to listen to them people over Khia, that right there was a backstab to Khia. And you know, Khia, she don't play. Once she feel like F you, it is what it is. So Maddie really dropped the ball on the Khia situation.
Mm-hmm. And I think that the mom
really dropped it.
I heard that the mom took Khia's side versus then Maddie. I think more so.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what she did. I think that she probably thought that her daughter was wrong in that instance. But if you ask Miss Mary now, I think that she say both of them women are wrong, because if she look at both of those women and look at both of those situations, I think both of them was wrong, because both of them said the most hurtful thing. And the thing about it is, the reason why Miss Mary get it the way it is because she put Miss Mary a part of her brand. So Miss Mary going to deal with the good, and she's going to deal with the bad, because the wheelchair piece, unfortunately, when you have all these people in your house, stuff will leak out. And I think T.S. Madison got to do a better job getting the right people in her home. I think that Maddie, this is just my assessment,
honestly,
are not.
I think Maddie don't need nobody but herself. And who is that guy? Who is the young guy that's always by her? The one that was always laughing in the background.
You talk about Chi-Chi. I do believe that Maddie doesn't like to be alone.
She needs.
Yeah.
Because Chi-Chi is the only one that I feel that's loyal to Maddie at this point.
Oh, absolutely. Because Maddie been there for Chi-Chi for all that time. I think now with T.S. Madison is going to be looking outside in, she's becoming successful and people are starting to leech off of her. And I just think with Maddie, if she ever do the show again, she need to get an office space to do the Queen Supreme Court to protect the energy in her house. That's one thing I like about Roland Martin. When he does Roland Martin Unfiltered, I'm so glad that he have an office space where he lease to do Roland Martin Unfiltered versus doing it in his basement. Because when you allow all those spirits in your house,
been put out there that Maddie cheats. She's not gonna do that.
I wish that she probably would do that, but she have to have that business plan. Her fans will be there to support her, and they will donate where she can have that lease instead of having all them people in your home, because they know too much personal business. And I think that she now at her level, she need to have boundaries. That you the boss, you the employee. I'm not your friend. It need to be boundaries in place. Like once and I'm looking and learning. Like once the money start flowing in, I have people around me. I can no longer kick you with you in that level. If you're my employee, it got to be boundaries. Because when I have to fire you, I'm gonna have to fire you. I just think that she got too close with these people that are broken, because she does give you that motherly figure. And then she's getting the short end and she's getting dragged for Phil. But if she would have had those boundaries in place and don't get too close with these people, I don't think she'll be in the same predicament. It's like everybody she get close with, and they don't do something that, if they don't move the way that she should move, to get dragged. That happened with the Wiggins piece. And see, what gets me with Maddie, don't have this energy for Gio if you didn't have it for Ahmad Wiggins. If you can resolve it with Ahmad Wiggins, well, then maybe she would argue, well, Ahmad Wiggins wasn't my employee, so he was just, I probably don't see on the same level. But both of them pretty much did the same thing. They dragged this woman for Phil, and Ahmad Wiggins, for him to try to play Fix My Life, Winfrey Wiggins, trying to get all, no, baby, that ain't for you, because you are just as guilty as Gio. Because you went so as far and said that she had hired a rapist. He went so far and say that, well, I heard that she had HIV medication in her purse. So they both had said some hurtful, serious, dangerous allegations. But if you do it to them, they can't handle it. You couldn't do that to Armon Wiggins. He gets so hurt with the Khia drag and the straight, he went on to switch. I want to be spiritual. Because he was embarrassed.
I think, you know what? I think that Armon was the one that reported that page. That's why Khia was able to go live so quickly, because the author wasn't the one that did it.
Yeah, the author reached out to me. She said she didn't do it.
Goddamn bells and bombs.
She said
went and reported Khia page when she was reading that book, because if the author saying she don't know nothing about it, clearly it was Armon.
Yeah, because the author told me, reached out to me, or the person that claimed to be the author said, I didn't do that. I didn't do nothing like that at all. So the author reached out to me and said she didn't do it. So it could have been somebody else, but he was very butthurt because that hurt him and he was embarrassed. And he doesn't deal well with embarrassment because in his eyes, I'm fly, I'm sexy, I eat booty, I'm the flyest nigga on earth, you know. So when you embarrass him,
and it's sad.
He can't deal with embarrassments. He can't deal with a loss because in his mind, I'm the shit. You know, so he give this illusion.
But he just got like that.
Yeah, I know he did. Even when he talk about and
like
see
that, because after he fixed his eye and his teeth, that's when he just went crazy.
Yeah, and can I say this before I go to the other callers too? Can I say this? He's talking about people that's renting an apartment. You're renting a house. So, baby, stop talking about people that's renting. That does that. I've known people that are very wealthy that rent.
Oh, so he's not buying it?
No, he don't own that house. He rents it. So he even admitted that.
Wow.
So for you to call out somebody that's renting an apartment, don't down somebody because they rent an apartment. Because they could be renting and probably got more money in their bank account than what you have. That's just like reading somebody on the bus or the train. That does not make you broke because you take the train or the bus. That does not make you broke because you want a studio apartment. You probably just you don't want all that extra space. Everybody don't want a house. So when he did that, I'm like, brother, you act as though living as though that you rent this house. I mean, that you own this house and you rent it.
Right. I don't know why I thought that man was buying that house.
Why? He didn't buy it. He don't have the credit or the income for that. He rents it.
Denial is a mother. Do you hear me?
Absolutely.
But yeah, so, and then it's crazy. He is messing up his channel because you remember he had that backup channel just for the spiritual stuff. So why not keep it like that? Keep the other channel for the mess and then just let them know about the spiritual stuff. So that way, when people want to go over there, they can voluntarily go over there. But I guess the numbers didn't gain the way he thought they was going to gain. So he just threw it on his main page, which is stupid.
So this is
now his stuff is looking crazy because he's at 80-something thousand, but yet don't even get 5,000 views. That's crazy. Them numbers right there is ridiculous. I'm talking about Armon eye. You never seen his eye before he fixed it?
Oh yeah, he had a condition. And
no. I'm talking about the lady up in the comments.
Oh yeah, no, they probably didn't because a lot of people didn't. But he had it was even worse. It was even worse than that when he called somebody cockeyed. His whole like left or right face will like freeze up. One eye would blink, the other one just be standing still at attention. So when he talk about people, he have his own defects as well. So when he sit there and talk, but he can't deal with his defects and all that. He try to correct it and fix it. Some stuff you just can't fix the way that you are. And it's about your spirit and your attitude. But I'm going to take some more callers, ma'am. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, I'm probably gonna do this in another live. I just got me some tea, so I'll read that and then I'm gonna do that whole nother live. Because it's about Armon Wiggins and Tasha K and I mean Gio crying. 2637, call you on air.
Hey Wiley, how are you?
Hey.
I want to say, like your title said, Khia warned TS about two things. Khia told TS, you stole my concept, but I'm a creator, so is nothing. You can keep that because I'll reinvent myself and do better, which she has done. And she said the same people that's gaslighting you are going to be the same people turning you, which is happening. Now, TS is not a innocent person in this. She stole Kaya's concept. She even stole the idea Kaya made of doing the Queen's Court live. Kaya started doing it live. She had her people to get Kaya shut down with the live audience and then took that over. Now look at you. Nobody's going to be talking your name. The people around you is not going to help you. They're going to use you up and let it go. A lot of people should listen to Wiley. And Wiley, I really, really wish you released that footage of your Blog Talk Radio, because before I even knew the Wiley Show, that's back when I was listening to Justin J. And he had us go over to your Blog Talk. That's how I originally found out about you. And that was a golden show. I really wish.
I'm going to replay it, and I'm going to replay the Star Milan situation. But I got to put disclaimer. This is I'm gonna have to do like whole thing. I'm going to replay both of them interviews because it was very powerful, and a lot of people found out about that. And that's one thing I like about Justin J, because he came on the Wiley Show, and he's a good person. I really, really like Justin J. Even when people hated my guts, he still rock with Wiley. So I give him that credit. And you know, my niggas don't like Justin J, right? So, and that's like a whole
and you know what
other piece.
And you know what's crazy, Wiley?
Yes.
Justin J was on your show, and you never even go around saying, "That's my friend." So when another person was crying about you asking, "Are you and Justin J friends?" Because I'm gonna ask them, and then Justin J said no. They was crying. But people need to be more like Khia and Wiley, because you got to see what happens when you speak your truth instead of kissing people behind. You grow, because people resound with truth. You know what I'm saying? You cannot sit here and follow behind people kissing up to nobody. You're gonna only go but so far with that. You have to tell the truth. You have to give your honest opinion. You never know who's going to actually appreciate that. Not everybody wants to be in front of the screen. So it's a bunch of people behind the screen just waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, let me go there because this person is speaking my truth. You know what I'm saying? So just be yourself, speak your truth, and have faith in your own talent. Stop stealing people's stuff. Stop trying to knock people's talent, because you cannot stop with was meant to be, and Wiley is meant to be. A lot of people
and I want to say this piece though,
people
with the Khia piece and the Queen's Supreme Court piece, or the Queen's Court piece, I think I agree with Maddie in this instance that she protect the brand. She did not want nobody else stealing the brand, and if it was up to Khia, somebody else would have took that show, trademarked it, and profit off of it. So in that instance, it was great. One piece that Maddie should have listened to Khia.
Now, Wiley, that excuse would have flew if she didn't. Once that thing was done, right? She got the Queen Supreme Court. She trademarked it for whatever reason she stated she did. Right. But once they broke up and Khia went on a new whole, instead of being on YouTube, she took it and went live with the audience.
Well, they were doing that together though, but they were on a thing together. And Maddie defense as a businesswoman, she said, "Why would I cancel all of these dates when this is a business?" Khia withdrew, and as a smart businesswoman, I'm going to give the people what they want, which was a live Queen's Court. So I remember when my friend Antonio, I remember when Antonio Driver from the show Speak On It, when he broke the interview with Khia. You can YouTube it. And Khia said, "Well, I'm leaving the Queen's Supreme Court and I'm starting my own show, Gag Order." It was a very powerful. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna get his permission to restring that interview that he had with Khia, because I remember he interviewed her. So she decided to leave and start something else. But in Maddie's defense, listen, this is giving a lot of viewership. This is good money. Why stop it and start something else? So I think it was a compromise that she changed it to the Queen's Supreme Court and she kept it going. But is the show the same when it was with Khia? No. It could be greater than what it is. She just need a hungry co-host that she can bounce off energy that is hungry. It's a difference. Not somebody that already made it and ate well and they solidified in the industry. They're not going to give you that. I'm talking about somebody that is coming up, that is hungry, and that will give you a good ass show. She need that. She don't need
I
these
agree.
celebrities revolving the door and sitting down and all that. No, she needs somebody that is hungry, that can put a good ass show together, give they all every episode, and bounce off her energy. That's what is needed.
Okay, and I just got this one last thing to say. I had actually, because you know I don't really rock with Armon, but I heard he was doing tarot card readings, so I went over there because I like astrology. I like the future and stuff. I want to see what's going on, and I asked him to read Wiley cards, and then he said Wiley is gonna be great, and he's gonna in the future say your name. That's all I want to say. You have a good day, Wiley.
Oh, well, thank you
Okay.
so very much. Oh, we know that's gonna happen. Oh, in the future he go. Ooh, that's like confirmation. Let's go to the phone lines. 1665 call you on the air.
Hey, Brother Wiley, it's me, Vashti 7. How you doing?
Blast, go ahead, sister.
Hey, so you already know we've talked many times. You know I'm Maddie Mob.
Yes.
So obviously I don't really have to go into how I feel about the whole situation. But one thing I do want to say is that for those who are new to T.S. Madison, people have to remember something. She is growing and soaring and becoming like even bigger than she probably even expected. And so obviously she has to, when you get to those levels, bigger level, bigger devil. So you have to keep your circle a little bit smaller. We all know this. So people have to bear with her because she is still fairly young and her success is amazing. And so she's learning and growing like we all are.
Crazy.
And T.S. Madison, I have met her. I've actually met Gio as well and Funky Dineva, Miss Sophia. They're all amazing. She's an amazing person, Miss Mary. So people just have to bear with her and just, understand that she is a good person. In regards to Gio, I'm not going to speak too much about that. I will just say that it was very hurtful for me to see him, the way he was on Armon crying like that. That was sad to see a grown man cry. I just hope that he finds peace in where he is in life right now, So I'm going to leave that alone. In regards to you, Brother Wiley, I just want you to know how much you are loved.
Thank you.
All love you. I love you and adore you. And whatever, you go through and stuff, you're very transparent. And I thank you for opening up and touching on like mental health illness, especially in the African American, community. That is so important. And that's brave of you. I commend you and I support you. I just love you. And God is going to always continue to bless you because you have an amazing platform. And what you say, people are listening. Just keep doing what you're doing and you're going to continue to be blessed.
Well, thank you so much, sister, for that. Thank you.
You're welcome, Brother Wiley.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. You too. So the number is 646-716-8447. And we also got some tea that we will be getting into later on today. I do that video later on today. But the Who Struck Khia channel. So we're going to be getting into that later on today.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. So, like the callers called in. This was like a good show today. It was like a fun, it was like really, really full, and people were giving their opinions. But another piece that I want to say about Maddie, show she for the future of the Queen Supreme Court, I think that she need a person that is hungry. I said that, and also to get the person in the room because she bounces off that energy. I know doing COVID and stuff like that, but check the temperature. But that bounces off the energy when you get a co-host that is very, very hungry for that. Somebody asked me a question. They said, "Will T.S. Madison ever put Wiggins on her show?" I said, "I don't know." because I think she's very hurt by what he said about her, and she didn't forget about it. I think she's at a peaceful role because she didn't want all these public attacks, all in the media, roasting and gagging her. But she was hurt about the nasty things that he has said about her. So when he tried to get on his platform and say, "Oh, look at Wiley, he does this. Everybody has a Khia. Everybody has a Khia," as though Khia not successful. Khia is very successful, and she's a Scorpio. But when he get to talking about Wiley and his feelings about me or about the situation, you can't take away what you did to T.S. Madison. No different what I did to you. When you piss, you gonna roast and gag. When you feel like you hurt, when you feel like you're being shady, you gonna get roasted. That's your answer. I don't know why Wiley roasted me like that. Nigga, what do you want? When you feel that you were wrong, you're gonna go on the internet and say what you have to say. The same thing when you venting and expressing your thoughts about Maddie, it's no different. When you're venting, telling how it is, it's no different. But what you want, Ahmad, I don't want you to say what we had, you know. I don't want to fuck with you. But you still want to fuck with people, Maddie and others, that you roasted. You still want to be in her good graces. And Maddie, if you allow that, he's only using you to come up, Maddie. So you got to read between the lines. He is still hurt, Maddie, that you did not invite him on the Queen's Court. T.S. Madison, Ahmad Wiggins is hurt that you did not give him a birthday cake. T.S. Madison, Ahmad Wiggins is hurt because you didn't give him no ice cream. And he damn sure hurt because you didn't invite him for no hot plate of food. So he just as fake as they come. He's not all that real. He don't practice what he preach. All the stuff that he said about Brother Wiley went out the fucking window when you dragged Maddie. Drag that woman. You dragged her. So every day when you bring it up, I'm going to bring up the Maddie piece. You broke up with Tasha K, you drag, but more so with Maddie, you drag Maddie through the dirt. Then, because Maddie, I want to refresh your memory. Because I can remember when he broke up with you, Maddie, he interviewed a coke addict, a drug addict. Woman was so high. Cookie took it, brought her on the platform. That woman got on the platform and he went on a malicious smear campaign. Maddie, you remember that? I remember it. Whew. On a malicious I don't know, he went on a malicious campaign against Maddie. Did y'all forget that? I remember it. And it just happened a couple of months ago. Went all on that campaign and said those things about Maddie. It was I said, what he doing all of them? Oh, he hurt. But then Wiley said he was hurt, and that's why he was telling. Oh, I don't want to believe. Don't say Wiley name. Because Wiley gonna call him a hypocrite. I'm like a prophet. Man, sit down. You ain't got nothing. And he don't like it. Out of everybody he know, he don't like it. Now watch this. Hold on. While you're in your background of the show, hold on, let me say this though before I go. Y'all see that panel that he had? Now watch when I say this. He gonna bring the panel back. He did a whole show. He thought them people was gonna be in the chat with thousands of people. So he brought Rico Puett. And them women in the chat said, they boring. I'm tired of y'all talking about booty hole. I don't want to hear no nigga eat no booty. He brought all them in. They were so boring. Brought Joseph, the misunderstood social worker. All them folks were boring. Bad connection. Panel didn't get off the ground. Brother, listen to this advice. You're going to need somebody on there that is hungry, that can speak intelligent and understand how to put on the show. That's who you don't need. It ain't by looks. You can look so good, but if you can't make me laugh or view you can't make a complete sentence, I'm gonna click off and watch somebody else. That's why the boys chat fell through. You gotta have substance when you're chatting, and it gotta be other than LGBT issues, because majority of your base is women. Even if they eat punani, they don't want to hear about no man eating out another man. So I don't even give that much content on this show, because the Bible said, know them that labor among you. Let me bring it down today. Know folks that watch you. Know what they like. And one thing is a major turn off. You keep talking about that, they're gonna turn. They ain't into that like that. Most of them are into like celebrity gossip and all that. But when you start talking about men activity, the views drop. They ain't into that. Please. They're not into it. That's why the boys chat did not get off. You can't have a chat and majority of your thing, they got, man, now, if you would have done this, now this is what you should do. Get you a notebook pen. You ain't got to read no car. I'm a good producer. I'm the executive producer of the boys chat. I'm an executive producer. Get heterosexual men that love women, that got a good opinion. Get a gay guy, but get some men on there that got families. Get a single man, get you a married man, get you a gay boy. Get two gay boys, get all that. It will be a well-balanced conversation. Then the women gonna want to hear this, because that's some familiar what they're used to in their house. So they would tune in to see who will be up in there. And it's so easy to get them type of men, because all you got to tell them, majority of my audience is women. They're going to be there. Beautiful women. It ain't going to be hard to get no man on there to talk about it. That's it. That's how it would work. You don't believe me? Try it. I guarantee there'll be more people in that chat. And get you a man in there that don't like gay boys. It would be balanced. It'd be entertaining. Get somebody that don't like it and let them speak and tell you why they feel the way they feel. It will be a well-balanced conversation. It's making you think. I'm going to tell you this. When Maddie had Flame Monroe on her show, the conversation was getting into transgenders. Flame said this to Maddie: I don't give a damn what you call me. He, she, we. I don't care what you call me. Call me a man. I don't care. Maddie was like, no, it was like, and Flame was very strong in her opinion. Then back down. That makes a good show. You just can't have a bunch of gay people talking about who they like to play in their booty hole OnlyFans. Didn't work. Especially they on that hands. I'm like, you got to understand, listen to me, it would work. Then bring your panel back. I know you ain't going to give me credit, but I get the satisfaction of you listening. Because they already know you listen to the Wiley. That's how that panel gonna work. You can't be getting no people that talk about, oh yeah, I got an OnlyFans. They ain't gonna subscribe to it. Now, if you get somebody into like men, like Peter, or somebody in men that's into women and that have an intelligent conversation, is more balanced, and women will be interested in it. It's very powerful on the show, because you got to understand the women that you have. Now, if you had a predominantly gay audience, you can't necessarily have number straight people bashing gay. It would be a conflict. But for entertainment purposes only, you have to get somebody that is against your lifestyle. It makes good for television. Good balance. You going off and they just saying that it's good TV. And people will watch your show. They won't be boring. I tried to tell the gentleman's panel this. I said, you got to bring people with some spice to this panel. James left, QB left, the spice left, the spices left. Then you got this dry flour up in there. No, baby, you need some good meat, some spice into this so we can view it. Y'all all put me to sleep. You got to add that spice in it. The gentleman said they don't listen because you got somebody that's old and stubborn. They don't want to change. Hey, y'all, what's up? We're going to do the journalist panel, and we talking about what's going on. And then when you talk about women, you dog the women out. You get real spunk talking about the women, and we're going to talk about Donald Trump. But all the men, they in the B sector, Section A sector. But in there, y'all trying to get all proper. Some people ain't gonna receive that. They ain't gonna watch it. That's when I go to the beef sector. You got to be messy. Fish, grease. Let's talk about it. Who ain't got no edges? Oh, you talking about Sean Bradley got a leak in his roof. I understand. You got to read the room, know your audience. Period. Let me sell to the phone lines. That's what I'm saying. I'm a good producer for it. That's why the Gentleman's Pound people fall asleep when they watch it. Boys chat. You get you some men up in there that have that conversation about being married and all that. People will watch it, but they got to be entertained. They just can't put you to sleep. Because I know who got it, who don't got it. But that panel that you tried to put together, it didn't get off the ground because they were boring. They were just good eye candy. But after you get to look how good they look, damn, you just as dumb as some rocks. Got Rico Pure out. He got them swung all that coke, taking all that cum and OnlyFans. He up on there just smiling. I don't know what to say. He just left a whole cocaine scandal, and you got him up on that panel. You really thought that was going to, you thought them women was going to be into that. They praying for that man and his booty hole. I said, well, he got this coke addict that taking all that cum and pee all up in his throat and booty hole, got him up on the panel. They don't want to see that. They look, okay, you cute. Okay, give us some entertainment. You light skin, okay, that's it. That's all because you light skin. This boring. I ain't watching this show. You gotta get people that's hungry. 9095, call you on the air.
Yes.
Go ahead.
How can Armon Wiggins talk about someone being a colorist? That's what I want to understand. He called Gio a colorist. How can Armon Wiggins call someone a colorist? That's what I want to know.
He's a hypocrite.
He profusely stated black women are monkeys, and these stupid ass black women, I'm sorry, they're still continue to support him. He went from rock back to sock. How can he embarrass Gio like that and call him a colorist? Armon is the biggest colorist of them all. Can you please answer that for me?
Because it's easy. He's a hypocrite. You're trying to preach to this man, call this man a colorist, and you don't like dark-skinned women. You don't like dark-skinned men. Your man is light. He had that dirty, that dirty bathroom roll. You know what I'm saying? So, and even he like Asian dudes. So he has his own issues with colorism. But for him to call it out is very hypocritical of what Amabi was preaching. But I'm glad you caught that.
And I appreciate that. And I'm happy that he changed the boo-boo chair. He has a new chair now, praise God, and he has a new backdrop. So shout out to Armon for changing the boo-boo game changer chair.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
I'm glad he changed the background, but let me say this. Again, it's about the content. They give a damn about how color your walls are. It's cute, but you got to produce the content. You got to be entertaining. You can have the most. I'm backwards. I got the entertainment and I got the fuzzy quality, but the nigga's entertaining. So it's a difference. But don't get so caught up on production and your ass forget about the entertainment piece. That's the big piece. You still got to be entertaining. I know folks that be on their fucking phone, get thousands of people on that phone. You got to be entertaining. That's the piece. And you have to be willing to listen to people. And he watched the show. That's why I say this shit publicly. Bring the panel back, but be entertaining with the panel. It got to be other than bedroom activity. You can say what you want to say, man. It's be funny because it's be mostly about my activity with women. Whether you believe it or not, it's more common because you're a woman and you got a yoni. So you like to hear a man talk about that, especially a man that's gay. You don't know what it is, but you're just entertained by it. Who gives a flying fuck if you believe it? Are you entertained? We ain't fucking. So when I talk about it, is it in a joke about it? Everyone's supposed to talk to the ladies. Ooh, I'm gonna have to spread this up. I know somebody real close to me had some yoni. And they liked it. I'm gonna have to spread that information on Patreon. We gonna have to get on Patreon. So y'all be patient with Patreon. That I was gonna say I did it, but no, this person did it, and they came to me. I'm gonna go on Patreon and talk about it. Long story short, they said they loved it. I said, and this guy that was just as feminine as you walk through, because it's natural. And I said, man, don't feel shame. It's natural. You came from a woman's yoni. So it's only natural to return back where you came from. So you came from a woman. So don't feel shame. Yes, it feel good. That's why you see a lot of people doing it. You know, you don't feel shocked. He was so surprised. Oh my God, it feels so good. I was so happy. And he did it. I heard it. I heard the sounds. Of course it was good. Because the spirit did come into the house of getting back to your natural order. All right. He don't know why. I done brought in the atmosphere. I'm looking at him. You shocked? Never had it before. Oh, I tried it for the first time. So did it again and again and again. Now he look like he hooked on it. Oh. Don't knock something that you ain't tried yet. Hey, creep up. Oh, Lord. Don't knock it until you try it. Because it's natural. So you only went back to your natural order. You only went back to what's natural for a man is to be with a woman. That is natural. It's shocked because you never did it, but it does. If you get the right one, let's make it ghetto. It's a hole. So let's make it simple. You put it in as natural. Pookie poom poom. Yeah, yeah. So, you know. Oh, Lord. But yeah, we definitely gonna get into the story. Definitely. I'm gonna have to go on Patreon right after this. We're gonna have to go on Patreon because I feel it, because I don't want to forget the story. So let me get this up right quick. So give me a second. Oh yes, and I tried that air fryer, y'all. Whoever invented that definitely did a good job inventing that. The air fryer was so good. I put the chicken drumsticks up in there. That air fryer was good. Nice and crispy. I said, woo. Put that seasoning, put that up on there. Yeah, we're gonna go on Patreon after this. Let me make sure I put it on the right thing. So I'm gonna do it right this way. Give me a second, you guys. I'm getting this link ready for Patreon. So y'all should be getting a notification real quick. All right. Let me see. Yes, they told you Wiley. Yeah, so I did. I tasted it last night. Babe, I put that in the air fryer and it was delicious. Ooh, the seed. I never had no chicken drumsticks like that because I'm on my my keto diet, right? So I got like vegetables and stuff, you know, bacon stuff, cut down on the sweets, you know, and so I'm gonna like show the results like once I get to like next week, like next Sunday. I'm gonna show like the results of for like the 7-day period. So I got me some vegetables. So tonight I might just eat some vegetables because I had meat last night because I don't really have like a big appetite. Okay, give me a second. They say having problems with the site. All right, so I'm putting this in here. So anybody that's on Patreon, putting the link in here. So we're gonna go live immediately following this. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. So thank y'all so much. Subscribe to the channel. I don't have any more calls. So if you're calling in, you got 5
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
yes. All right, Patreon, y'all got y'all notifications, so y'all should be receiving an email whenever it clicks on. Okay, is it on there yet? All right, it's on there, so y'all can definitely click on that. Thank you to the producers. I'm seeing y'all in here. Thank y'all for y'all love, for y'all support. Thank you for coming on the show today. Going live. Okay, somebody want me to go live right now. That's to Tamika. Okay, let me send her this link. Because I see a lot of people are sending me like DMs on Patreon. Like, did you go live? Everybody want me to go live on Patreon. So, yeah. So I'll put the link on there. If you want to see the chat, email me and show me your receipt, and I will send you the information so you can see the chat. Or give me your name on Patreon. I will send it to you. So if you want to see the chat, I will see the name. So give me a second while I send this to people. Yes. So I'm looking right here. Team Gag Nation. Got it. I thought you had to do a live with Shaker. Oh, that's going to be tomorrow. So she's going to come on tomorrow. She was going to do it today. But she decided to do it tomorrow. I don't want to give a special shout out for everybody for getting y'all Shay's Creation products. This stuff is really good. This brighten and glowing like this is really good. And I've been using it for my face and I'm seeing results. This is like really good. So that's tomorrow. So we can do Patreon today. So because I was going to do it tomorrow, but I was like, oh, okay. So she rescheduled and want to do it tomorrow. I was like, okay, we could do right here. So we could do I say we could do that right here. All right. So give me a second. I'm sending this to everybody. And we are almost at 11,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. They said I want to make it. Man, when we started, I remember when Lovely T came to our platform in the chat, and we only had 1,000 subscribers. And Lovely T was like, congratulations. Then Lovely T, this before I read Lovely T, she showed love and support. So we want to thank all the people that been supporting us over here. So the people I'm DMing the ones that usually want me to DM them. So I pretty much know everybody. So check your DMs of the link so y'all could be in the chat. So I remember that. I remember when we were trying to get monetized. So I remember that. Yes, it comes out immediately. They take PayPal or credit card. Yes. So some of y'all already subscribing. Thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. And Patreon people, I will give y'all a preview of what we're going to talk about tomorrow with some tea about the Khia and stuff like that. I'll give y'all a preview of it today. So we can get into that as well. We're going to talk about that on Patreon. Looking at the chat. I'm reading the chat. So if you got any questions and stuff. Ooh, this was really fun day. So he's good for business. I like when he come back live and dragging folks. It's good for business. I mean, and I want to say this. Congratulations to my Wiggins for interviewing Tasha K. I'm sorry, interviewing T.S. Madison, also interviewing Gio, and also for hanging up on Oliver, but at least get him on the show. So congratulations. We got 2 other callers, so I'm glad people are calling in. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wally, this is the legendary icon.
Hey, the icon from New York. Go ahead, brother.
I just want to know, because I was in and out, but did Amar Wiggins address Gio or T.S. Madison about the tax allegation? Because it's not fair that I'm paying tax and allegedly she's not.
Well, no, they didn't address the taxes.
Well, that was a stupid move.
Yeah,
he had both of them on the air.
Right. Yeah. Right. Gio, but the thing about the taxes, Gio was like, I don't know for sure because he never seen her tax records. I just think Gio is a little manic. He's just throwing out allegations just to be cute, and he not really keeping the story because he kept saying, "Oh, she didn't pay her taxes since 2014," and all of this. When people say stuff like that, that was just like that brother that came on the show. He's talking about how Dr. Larry Reed owes so much in taxes, and to the IRS send the people after them to arrest them, then I believe it. Until then, it's just rumors. And if she's broke, baby, it sure don't look like she's broke. Baby's mama got a new BMW. Mama got a house. Mama got cameras and lights, and she go live on a daily basis, get cash, and she's not broke. I just think people just say that as a roast, but as you look at it, I'm like, she's not broke. You just hurt because she did not give you that energy that you want her to give you. That was the basis with Gio. Because he said that this woman ain't pay her taxes 2014.
But it would have been nice for Amar Wiggins to bring that up, being that he had both of them on the air, so she could qualify.
Right. He should have had it up, but I think Amar Wiggins had his own motive. He kept interjecting himself with his fallout with Maddie instead of him keeping focus with the guests. And again, how Amar Wiggins handle his interviews when he's drinking, he gets very emotional and he have his motive and he want a certain narrative to come out during that interview. Like, yeah, y'all remember y'all were talking about me, and he kept inserting himself. But what he should have did when I handle interviews, I was allowing the guests to give their story, to talk and express themselves and get it all out, so they can tell their story and I can interject with questions. But then he kept
follow-up questions.
Right. Go ahead, Icon. What else you want to say?
And then also do follow-up questions on what the person is stating or saying.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But I do want to say congratulations. You're doing your thing. You're getting nothing but super chats, gifts and stuff like that. Keep it up. You're doing a good job. Big ups to Millie. You know, I know you fun in games or whatever. So I know when you comedy. So whatever you say, I take it like as a joke, ha ha, kiki. Like, I don't take it serious.
Right.
I know you got mad love for me, but she showed mad love for you as well, man.
Absolutely. I got mad love for them all. Me personally, I have no personal beef with any of them. I don't be on the phone with any of those, with Tasha or with Maddie, with none of them, because it keeps me free to give content, right? So I don't get that personal with these people. I don't need them to show me mama love. If I want a mama, I just call my mama or my granny and say, hey, mama, I need some love. But at the reality, as you got to learn how to love yourself. So when he said all that on that platform, where Gio said what he said, he's gonna regret it, and he even messed up a lot of bags because he's no longer managing the porn star Mustard. What's the guy's name? The muscle guy. He's no longer managing the girl from Dancing Moms, and so he's no longer managing Maddie. And if he don't get that anger in check, or get that in check, he's going to mess up business. And that's why I'm trying to take my mental health very, very serious, because you can get so mad, it can mess up your bags. So I don't want to get so extreme. And that's why every once in a while I would take a break from online, because there'd be some days. One day I was so manic, like, well, a day, it was yesterday, day before yesterday, I couldn't do a show. I was extremely manic, and I was going to spray people business that don't even need their business sprayed. So I didn't go on. So I just think that with Gio, he was there. You in the industry. You was this close to going to the promised land with WeTV, with all these deals. And now he done messed that up by calling out T.S. Madison. And if he can do it all over again, I think he should have just prayed on it, got help, said everything that he was telling Amar Wiggins, he should have did that with a therapist and got some type of advice into that spirit of where he's currently in. He should have went to a therapist before going to the Amar Wiggins show. And that's my humble opinion.
Can you tell if someone's channel is monetized because she got over 1K subscribers?
Well, yes, her channel, she probably have 1K, but do she have
Gio?
Right, but Gio probably not having the watch hours. You can have 1K, but do you have the watch hours to be monetized? And it's like a process. And, they kind of like change up the rules a little bit. So he probably don't have the watch hours. But if he gave that much energy, 3 hours that he gave Amar Wiggins, and put that into his platform, baby will be monetized. But he's giving energy with the most powerful piece, the powerful storylines to other content creators. He needs to stay on his own platform and have that conversation. And I welcome Gio to go live and bring me on his live, and let's have a conversation, because he needs to understand the business. He just don't understand it yet. Everybody else is taking advantage of him.
Exactly. And shout out to the producers that got you that shirt. I'm feeling that shirt. Do the right thing.
Yes. So we thank you so very much, the icon from New York. I see you here. So thank you so much for calling in and giving your opinion about the matter.
No problem.
All right. So Gio does 1K plus more for him. So he gotta get the watch hours. The watch hours. Okay. Let's go to the phone lines. Anonymous, you live on the air.
You missing Oliver and T.S. Madison is on live right now talking about more stuff. So you might want to check it.
Oh, right, they'll live. Okay, they'll live on YouTube or Instagram.
They live on Instagram, so you're missing a lot more.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go and replay it and listen to it, see what they're gonna say.
No, he said he's not keeping it up, so you probably want to go listen to it now.
No. I'm gonna go re-listen to it if I can dissect and take my notes. They ain't saying nothing.
No, he said he's not gonna keep it up.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he's on his IG then.
Yeah, he said he's not gonna keep it up. So that's.
Let me see. Okay, well that's foolery, Charles.
All right.
Okay. Let me go on my troll account because these girls, they be blocking a nigga. Give me a second. Cause we was following each other. Let me see. He would have came out better. Let me see something right quick. 1 second, you guys. Put this in my ear. Let's see what they talking about. Scream the fuck out of this live. It's about you ain't about to keep it up. You should have never told me that. Okay. What is they talking about? He got a knife in his hand. Hold on, y'all. I'm watching this live. I'm trying to see what they're talking about. Let me see. Oh, where is they talking? Okay, I'm watching Oliver Twist live on IG, and T.S. Madison got her bonnet on her head. Oliver Twist got a what's the name on there? So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go live today Instagram. Let me see. She said he's not gonna keep this live up. I ain't talking about nothing. Give me a second.
Your noodles is burning, girl. Your noodles is burning.
And your baby fell off the bed.
And your baby in there on the floor, girl. Go get your baby. It always be bitches like you, girl. Carry your ass in there.
Cherry is fine as fuck.
Cherry is fine.
My boyfriend was shaking his head because I didn't go up because my boyfriend watched Cherry. I be like, bitch, Cherry is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She's so fishy to me.
What's the mayor's name? The model. The model, right? All because they asked me what mayors I take. It's the model.
Bitch, Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs. The model. I take 1 the model and 2 Tic Tacs at 4 p.m. The model. DMA.
Myrtle, let me say this right fast because you keep saying it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it firsthand. I serve a God that gives us exactly what we give out. Y'all bitches think that shit is funny. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. He said this, he said that. I don't got no beef with the bitch, but y'all got to be careful what y'all put out because what you put out will come back to you. The power times 3. Times 3.
Hey, Jamal. That's my baby Jamal down there. Jamal,
Baby,
I
get
love
to
you.
the best.
Girl, I've been done with that bullshit.
We want the best.
That shit not cute. You laughing. I ain't like none of that.
Is she coughing like that?
Bitch, what you mean my soul don't rest peacefully? Bitch, I sleep so good in my motherfucking king size. My California king size bed every motherfucking night in any one of my nasty rooms. My big dirty house with that unfinished basement hole. Some of you hoes actually live in the basement, bitch. I live over the basement, bitch. Some of you hoes live in the basement, bitch. So you could suck my dick to the white meat, bitch, because you hoes could never offend TS, bitch. Not broke ass. Because a lot of you hoes that saying I'm broke, bitch, you hoes wouldn't know one of my broke days, bitch. Ever.
No, ma'am. Karma don't play. Bitch, I've seen it. I've seen it come down. That's why, besides today, I never felt the need to ever come back of what a bitch say about being on the internet. Because 2 months later, their page is getting shut down. They maybe got scoliosis. The car not starting. The dog died.
We got to fix this. Billions. We not HIV and AIDS shaming. They saying I got HIV and AIDS. I'm just telling them I take Devada and 2 Tic Tacs every day. Devada. Is it Devada? Girl, I got to call the people to see what it is down there. Devada.
Are you trying to say Truvada?
No, is it? No, they don't work no more. They say that stopped working. They say all the so it stopped working. They say that they say the Devada stopped working. Ow! Come on, girl, you done seen me naked. Girl, we about to go down here and have a.
Hey, Miss Legra.
Legra, Oliver say hey. Oliver say hey. She say she hungry.
She starving up here in this LA.
Mo, you say I know I'm sick. All right then. Okay, well you can't fuck me. You been want to fuck me since you knew me, girl. You been want to boo that. You been want some of this portion pussy bitch since you motherfucking found me. When you seen this portion pussy down, when you saw that portion pussy online, and them niggas were hitting this portion pussy from the back, bitch. Yeah. And them niggas was hitting this portion pussy from the back, and I was sitting that fantasy out there. You been want some of this portion pussy bitch since you knew about it. Portion pussy, bitch. And you want some of that portion pussy and that poison pole, baby. Listen, don't act like you do. Yes. That's right, Wiley. Let them know. Oh, Wiley, it's okay. I'll be sick for y'all.
Oh, Lord.
I'll be sick for you. I won't cough in your face.
Murder, get off this live and you and Lever can go eat.
Because I'm hungry.
Go eat.
I want to put
because, girl, you know the people say you don't feed, you don't pay, you don't do nothing. Go feed her. Go feed her. Go feed her.
Lever, they say I don't feed, I don't pay. They say I don't got no money. They say my
Murder, you was nails, claws.
They say I'm overdrawn. All my accounts overdrawn. Right. Not that last weekend, motherfucker. All my accounts overdrawn. They say, girl, what else? They say I got HIV, girl, and the AIDS. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get my pill.
She got a whole bag of goalies.
Legra! Did you really like the intro I made for you?
I did. I'm going to start using it on Monday.
Did you really like it?
I do.
Okay, good, because I really liked it too.
Let me let y'all hoes know something. I only let Oliver work for y'all, bitch. I only let him.
Oliver is an independent contractor.
He's an independent contractor, but let me let y'all know something.
It has his own business.
Anybody that fuck with me on my
90 seconds.
Really hard, I make sure I elevate them into positions where they can always eat forever. You may make motherfucking $150 a day, bitch, but you gonna damn near end up making $200,000 by the end of the motherfucking journey, bitch, and that'll be in a day.
Can you put some clothes on?
Miss Leger, you was face.
You know, this is natural.
And you was nails too. Let me show the people your nails.
My nails.
60 seconds.
I have long fingers, so I can't have long fingernails. My fingers too long.
Tell them about that other package. You know, we was in Punta Cana last year. But baby, when this corona lift up, we're gonna be in what?
Mexico.
We're gonna be in Mexico. We took over 200 people
to Mexico.
To Punta Cana. To Punta Cana. We took over 200 people to Punta Cana at the rate of $1,000.
In the middle
of the Dominican Republic. So you tell me who wrote. We ran over there. to the Punta Cana, and we took people that had their packages started at $1,000. We had 200 folks in that motherfucker.
There was a lot of people over there.
Y'all got to stop believing everything them people tell y'all what y'all want to hear me doing bad, yeah.
10 seconds.
You gonna hear it from a hating hoe, bitch.
Oliver, you back in town? You back home?
Yes, ma'am.
Go.
I'm back in town.
You ain't never gonna see me get put out my house. You ain't gonna never see now one of my cars repoed because bitch, I got all of them. You ain't gonna never see me put new in that motherfucker. You're gonna see new beds, because you know all them beds is old. All of them came over there and fucked on them beds, honey.
You can't see Oliver's face right now.
Yeah, Oliver called his man over there, girl. I was like, what y'all doing out there?
Girls, I ain't never engaged in no activities.
You did it with your man.
Not at your house.
Girl, what was going on? I was in there asleep.
Bitch, please. Bitch, if I really had corrals in your house, you would have let me hold it.
Girl, no, I wouldn't, because I would have heard your ass in there clapping and I'd have been in there, what is you doing? What is you doing?
What? Now we know what. Oh, Myrtle. Quest talking about something. Well, now we know that we can.
Listen, I want y'all hoes that got y'all chicken bones. I want y'all bitches that got y'all chicken bones, y'all wishbones. Is that a dress or a shirt? Oh, you only go this out of food. I want y'all hoes that got y'all chicken bones, y'all wishbones, y'all motherfucking candles. I want y'all to be lighting them hoes right now. I ain't never losing my house. I ain't never losing damn one of my car. All you gonna see is upgrade, 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 upgrade.
Myrtle, tell them what you're doing right now. I know you're not. I know you can't.
Oh no.
I know you can't say it.
Not mention it.
Oh no. Don't do that.
Tell them, Myrtle, tell them. Oh, girl, not alive want to go out. Bro.
Don't do that.
I'm not.
Don't do that.
I'm not.
Do that.
I'm not. Murder, you
Don't you do that.
Oh, my God. I'm not.
Don't you do that.
What y'all going to go eat?
Just eating downstairs. We ain't got no options.
Girl, I'm in quarantine.
Ain't no food around here.
Myrtle, tell them what you're doing once you come back.
Oh, girl, nothing.
Tell them what you're doing when you come back.
Nothing.
The real reason why I had to go home, because I know I ain't gonna see them people for a long time.
Girl, I don't spill that kind of tea. I ain't that kind of.
I'm being facetious.
Can you give me? Listen, only fools do shit like that. Listen, I don't fumble my.
In this little bitty ass dress.
You don't want me to wear this dress? Everybody else can fumble they bad. They ain't fumbling mine. That's why my God is sitting high.
That's capsule right here.
Everybody else can fumble they bag. They ain't finna fumble the TS.
Murder, I'm moaning.
You is.
You don't see him?
Bitch, your titties got big. They almost big as mine. Oh, y'all tell me. Y'all tell me.
Brush.
Hi.
Brush.
Eat at the bar.
Hi. Oh, yeah, with that man.
Brush.
Listen, I met a white man yesterday. He said he liked the way I call him baby. He said, where you from, Atlanta? I said, no, I'm actually from Miami, but I have adopted some Atlanta verbiage. And he was like, ooh, I love the way you call me baby. I said, and bitch, we ended up having a whole discounted ass drink, bitch. I was like, yes, girl.
Myrtle, I done got a notice that say we got 2 minutes left, so.
Oliver, how long you been on here?
Oh, girl, I was in a whole thing before you even joined.
You say what I use to shave? Magic. I use Magic shave powder. That's what real niggas use. Magic shave powder.
Powders. I know you from Florida because you said powders. Well, Myrtle, I love you.
Where you finna go?
Myrtle, I only got 1 minute left.
Oliver, don't leave me this way. Don't.
The thing is counting down. 107,
Don't leave me this
106, 105, 104.
Why don't you say this live so I can go back and watch it again?
I'll save it for you, mamas.
Don't leave me this way.
Don't leave me this way.
I ain't got no makeup on. I look like a man, y'all. I look like a man. Oliver, they've always told me that I look like a man.
No, you
I
don't.
don't have on no makeup.
No, you don't. Bitch, let me tell you. Nah, we ain't got no time for that. But bitch, I've been in many different places and spaces, and girl, don't know about it. Bitch, please.
Alex, why would I go back to porn? If I left your mama there, bitch, what the fuck I'm gonna go there for?
All right, Myrtle. Well, we only got 10 seconds left.
All right, so that was the live. He says he's going to keep that live up. We missed the first piece of what he said. So once he put it up there, we will watch it together. I don't know what he said, the first piece of it. I'm like, well, dang, my producers, they got the information like, well, he said he won't leave you missing it. Well, dang, you should have told me that verbatim. I usually don't forget stuff like that. I thought I was I missed it because I'm not on his notification. How can I forget this? Let me get his notification too, just in case, child. Hold up. Oh, he in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, wow, during this pandemic? Yeah, they doing this for a show. Okay. So if he leave the live up there, I can go to the beginning of it. She should just leave the mess alone. They're doing too much. It's clearly for the show, y'all. Clearly for the show, and it's making more sense because he went live on IG. Then he said he's not gonna leave this is clearly for the show, and I'm here for it. I know one of y'all producers screen recorded it. LOL, he told y'all. Wow. I'm excited because he kept saying, tell him what you're about to do. Now, the lady that you see in the video, she books the trips. Like, she books Mexico and stuff like that. They're in business together for the trip. And how do I know that? Because my roommate, he goes to Maddie trips. He's a big Maddie fan. We love Madison in this house. Big Maddie. I mean, after he get through screwing whoever he's screwing, he'll have Maddie playing, and they'll be playing Madison. Queen's Supreme Court. He loved Maddie. And he even told me, he was like, no, Wiley, Maddie is small in person. You will not know it by looking on camera. He's part of Maddie mob. I mean, he got pictures with Maddie, pictures with Oliver. He loved Maddie. So we don't hate Maddie over here. And clearly Maddie know who Wiley is. And I'm like, why y'all trying to be shady to me in the Instagram? It'd be like some trolls that be that you ain't gonna stop me because you ain't gonna stop me being a troll. Like that's only encouraged me. I was in the chat, mad at my own business. I had a couple of trolls in that Oliver Twist Instagram. Oh, so he probably not gonna leave it up. He probably gonna download it. So he's not up yet, so I don't think he's gonna put it up there. He probably is gonna download on his piece. So we missed it. Obviously, it probably wasn't nothing that aggressive because I don't have the information sent to me. Let me see. They say it's posted now. Okay, let's watch this together. Give me a second.
Ooh, yes. I was about to say something in regards to being live, but I was like, ooh, that probably be very bad timing right now. You know, my brain be like fucked up sometimes. Hi, everybody. I just want to have a few words. Please screen record this and send it to whoever the you feel necessary to send it to.
Yes, I'm here, baby.
Y'all know I always mess up when I first come on. Screen record.
Come on, baby.
Send to whoever. So I just want to say, first of all, happy, what's today, Saturday or Sunday? Today is Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. Oh, thank you. So today I went on the Armon Wiggins show to talk about the whole T.S. Madison Giovanni situation, which, to be quite honest, I really wasn't going on to talk about anything. See, it's y'all fault. I just saw like people were like tweeting me and DMing was like, are you listening to the Armon show? Because to be quite honest, I've never watched anything that Armon has done. Like in his earlier days when he was on, I think, Facebook, I used to watch him and he was black and gay and funny. So I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool. But I was never like really an avid fan of his. So I didn't know like what he does or like how his show goes or whatever. We've exchanged pleasantries in the past and whatnot. And then last year when Madison had went on Nicki Minaj's show, and at the time, Armon and Madison were not friends. Armon had tweeted some transphobic things, and I tweeted that I just didn't believe someone who was a gay influencer with an audience should be using their platforms to say transphobic comments. You know, read Madison, you know, call her whatever the fuck you want to call her, fat, ugly, late, tired, whatever. But you shouldn't be calling her a man because you are a gay person. And to me, it's just weird for another gay person to be calling someone else, to be calling a trans person out of the name that they want to be called, which was it. But I don't know, like the whole situation was weird. I felt like maybe he already had some type of idea. I'm watching my mouth. I don't know where I ever DM'd him wanting to work with him. I don't remember that. And I just went through my DMs now to kind of look. Maybe that page is gone, so like I couldn't find it. But I don't ever recall requesting to work with him. I do recall me saying that, like giving him pleasantries about his work and, you know, saying that he looked good and his content looked good, but nothing ever requesting to work with him. I don't remember, but maybe I did. Maybe he can jog my memory. I don't know. But let's talk about Madison and Gio and the whole Oliver Twist inclusion in this. Record it, send it to whoever the fuck you want to send it to, because this is my first and last time talking about it. I think, hopefully. Madison and Gio predates Oliver Twist. Those issues, those feelings, those sentiments, whatever the fuck was going on between those two predates Oliver Twist. When I first came into the fold.
Okay, let me give y'all the backstory. Oliver Twist works with T.S. Madison. For people that are just joining in, Oliver Twist called into the Armon Wiggins show, and Armon Wiggins hanging up the phone. Oliver Twist is a big part of T.S. Madison brand. He does the editing, he does the logos, he does the visual effects, he does everything. I really want to work with Oliver, but Oliver is very pricey. And if I had a good, strong enough income, I would book him, and my brand will even grow with his artistic gifts. He's very, very talented. And as well, Oliver Twist is on Chasing in Atlanta. He works with people on Married to Madison. He worked with fucking Aniva. He works with T.S. Madison. He worked with other celebrities as well. So he's a very good brand person to help you with your brand. So that is who is on right now. So you're listening to Oliver Twist.
I sat back. I'm a person that always sits back and watch because that's just who the fuck I am. I just sit back and watch. I sit back and watch and I take note because that's just that's just who I am. And so I remember when I first came in, I would like see little things. I'm a people person. I pick up on little things. I see little things. I just be like, okay. So there was like at certain times I would be watching interactions and stuff like that. And I asked Madison. Madison will tell you if you ask her, if you're ever in the space to ask her. I was like, Madison, what's up with you and Gio? Like, is there something going on? Like, and you know, her response, it was whatever her response was. Point is, all those things predate Oliver Twist. Anyone that is a part of the T.S. Madison brigade, Gio, Craig, Madison, Chi-Chi, Miss Mary will always say that I am probably more of the vocal one that tries to squash everything. I'm always trying to get people to talk. I'm always trying to get people to hash things out because I just don't think it's that damn serious. You're an adult that has a mouth, that has a brain. If you have an issue, voice your issue. There's what's issues are going to arise. Nothing in this world is perfect. The only thing you have to do is just open your mouth and say, hey, girl, this happened. What can we do about it? As I have done in the past. In this case with Madison, there has been times where I've had my feelings about something that has happened, and I'll be like, hey, Maddie, hey, this is what happened, such and such. How can we resolve it? It's never no fighting match, never no screaming match, never no shady match, nothing like that. So all this narrative about Oliver Twist is the one that's being the one carrying the boat. Listen, to be quite honest, I don't give a fuck. I never did give a fuck. I will say this again. I do not give a fuck and never gave a fuck about what these, no shade to anybody, what these 40-year-old plus people had going on. I didn't. It didn't involve me.
Yikes.
I mean, I would sit there and listen if people wanted to, vent, and maybe that was my fault. Maybe I should have told them, get the fuck out of my face, because I really want to hear this bullshit. But me trying to be nice and kind, just letting people just get whatever the fuck they need to get off their chest, whatever. But I never cared. There's no need for me to carry a bone. I had no dog in the fight. I didn't give a fuck. One thing the girls do have right about Oliver Twist, I am slightly selfish. If it don't involve me, I don't give a fuck. I'll empathize with you. I'll sympathize with you if you're my friend. And if there's something I can do to help, I'll help. But when it all boils down, I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. I don't take a lot of stuff serious. I just don't. Which is why I came on his show today, very, upbeat, because that's just naturally who I am. But I didn't think And it's so frustrating to me, and I never felt the need to ever come to the internet and talk about this shit because, for one, I don't give a fuck. It does not involve me. And I just always thought, one, we're all friends, family, whatever the dynamic is between us, we all have spent a lot of time together. So I never found it, I never understood why people was going to the internet saying things, why people were going to the internet having to spill things. The bitch is in the room right there. Go talk to her. Get your ass up and go talk to her. Ain't no need to come to the internet. There's no need. There's no need to involve the internet. Why? There's no need. Why? I don't know. I guess I'm really trying to control my tongue because I don't want to mistakenly read anybody. I didn't come to the internet for attention. I came to the internet to share my work and, like I said, see what Nicki Minaj and Azalea Banks is doing. So when I come to the internet, I don't look for fights. I don't look for conflict. I don't look for drama. Because once again, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I never did give a fuck. And I'm not understanding why people almost twice my age haven't gotten that idea in their brain. I told Madison a couple of months ago, at the point at which we not fighting, I don't give a fuck, girl. I don't care. Yeah, okay, who cares?
I hear his point, but we have to stop age shaming. I get it. I even do it sometimes because I'm about to be 30, 2 more years. I'll be 40. You keep living, you're going to get older. But it does. But when you get to a certain age, you got to have some class. But we're talking about people that's into content, doing shows and WeTV. I'm here for it. They all could be a part of the show. Hell, even Wiley could be a part of this WeTV show. Who gives a wow? I'm entertained by it. Go ahead in your bathrobe and say what you gotta say. I'm entertained by it. This is a good show. Now, if this is on WeTV, I'm definitely going. Now, I want y'all going to no hospital to be like Tamar. Make sure y'all mental health is in good graces. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a part of the WeTV show. Who knows? But I'm entertained by this. Let's play a little bit more of this. Go ahead, Oliver. Tell us what else happened, baby.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? This shit is dumb ass shit. Bitch, I never inserted myself. And the only times I did insert myself was for everybody just to get together and just squash whatever the fuck they had going on. Anytime Gio told me something, Gio, go talk to the fucking lady. or get your shit and go. If you don't like something, let me tell you, if I don't like something, I'm either gonna talk about it, or if I don't see nothing changing, I'm getting my
facts. I agree with him. Get your shit and go. Start your own destiny. Start your own platform. I agree with you there. And then somebody's like, why he had it for Ahmad? He could never have that for Ahmad Wiggins. Ahmad Wiggins doesn't like the fact that Oliver works with T.S. Madison. He have a gift. So Ahmad Wiggins is gonna be shady and messy, and he don't like that. So that he would never have that energy. It wouldn't work over there because Ahmad was gonna shut that shit down. He already was drunk. He's already reading the car, had his motive with it. So I agree with you, Oliver. Yes, Gio should have got his shit, moved on, had your own platform, lived your happy life. But all that weeping and crying, I ain't with that shit. You in your 40s, get to the sense of place where you want to be peaceful in your 40s. You don't want to be in your 40s being so like this, crying over another situation. Just let it go. Get you a platform. And if you're going to cry on your platform and get a click and a view from it.
Shit, and I'm going to where the fuck I pay bills at. Because, again, Oliver does what? Not give a fuck. That shit ain't important to me. Bitch, I don't need clout. And if I was looking for clout, the way people think I was trying, whatever, looking for clout, it wouldn't be through this way. Trust me. It would not be through this way. If I was looking for clout. I don't want this type of clout. To be quite honest, I remember when I first started working with Funky Dineva, I told him, I said, Black YouTube is so fucking disgusting. Like, it's always negative bullshit, and everybody is still underneath 100,000 views per video besides Tasha K. She the only one who done came in and flipped the shit 3 times. Bitch, why? This shit is stupid.
Not necessarily. Tasha K, Lovely T, Justin J, Impressive Channel. It is so many people, right? And the people that you're describing, like Ahmad Wiggins and different ones, he are still growing. He haven't been on the internet for a decade. So on YouTube for a decade. So people like Tasha and all of these people, you know, they were up and coming as well. So they're getting the views now, but in the beginning stage, they weren't getting views like that. So I hear your point, but it's a whole lot of Black YouTubers that are making a lot of money on them, and those are the ones that I know. But it's many, many more. But continue.
It's stupid. The shit is stupid. It's fucking stupid. Why? Where was I? I didn't got off. Is there anything else I need to address? So one, this whole narrative about Oliver Twist being the person that's telling Madison's business. Let me tell you something. I love that lady with all my heart. I tell her this all the time, and most importantly, she has said that I've shown her that I love her and I do appreciate her. Anything that I have ever needed to say to Madison, I've said to her, because what's the worst thing she's gonna do? Fire me? Okay, well, I said it, she fired me. Okay.
But people, let me say this again, Oliver, I hear your point. People come to me and they were saying stuff about, it's like a history of folks saying these things, and that you spread T.S. Madison business. Another blogger even told me that as well. So it could be. I'm just saying these are all allegations. We haven't had no concrete evidence that you had spread T.S. Madison business. Everything that has been said is all allegation. Nobody got no receipt, voice note, or anything like that. You didn't go on nobody's platform spraying her, but we did actually heard all of that information just by hearsay. So let's continue. Somebody asked me when I'm going live. I'm live right now. Let me see.
This is faggot shit. And I hate to use that word, but it is what it is. It's faggot shit that I just don't understand. If you don't like something, take your ass home. If you can't speak, take your ass home. What the fuck my young ass got to do with what I got to do with it? Nothing, right? So ain't no need for me to involve myself. There was never no need for me to involve myself. Because again, what? I never gave a fuck. I care about Madison. I love Madison deeply. I love that lady with all my fucking heart. And at some point, I did slightly, I ain't gonna say slightly, me and Gio was cool. Me and that man ain't never sat up and talked about Madison or dragged her like a dog. Now I've heard him say crazy shit about the lady, but I ain't gonna get into none of that. Because once again, I don't give a fuck. It's
Oliver got involved. He wanted to be a part of the party. Oliver is there yet taping Chasing Atlanta. So he's getting as much needed stuff for a storyline too. So you're people, I want to give y'all set this up. You're dealing with people that are getting shows. The Oliver Twist is also on a show, and they're currently taping Chasing Atlanta. So this is going to be a part of his storyline. I just got some tea in my inbox. This is a part of his storyline for Chasing Atlanta. He's going to talk about his experience and all that. So it's like a whole nother story. Like even T.S. Madison is going to be making an appearance or two on Chasing Atlanta. So just to be perfectly clear, it is alternative motive in there. Only where Oliver is inserting himself because this make good TV for Chasing Atlanta. And also, of course, we TV thing. But, you're dealing with a public figure that do shows. So this ain't just regular folk. These are people with platforms. Only one that ain't really got a platform right now that's sitting weeping and crying is Gio. But anybody else that was on here got platforms.
I feel like I'm rambling now. Wait, somebody put something down here. Skin routine. Sucking dick. Suck a dick and save your life. Suck a dick and save your life. But what I will say is that today was definitely a wake-up call for me. It was definitely a wake-up call for me in a whole lot of different things on what Oliver Twist needs to do for Oliver Twist, because a lot of times I do feel like people know that I have a very good heart. People know that I have very great intentions. And sometimes to fit the action into their narrative, they construe those things to make it seem like I'm doing shit. When it's like, bitch, if I wanted to do you in, bitch, I'll just, if I really wanted to do you in, if I really was doing something crazy, if I really was doing all these things. Because once again, I just never gave a fuck. Exactly. Why are we months still talking about this? Yes, one, Gio should have never got his ass on the internet and said that, because I am of the doctrine that if me and a friend or me and a colleague or me and somebody got an issue, and if the issue did not occur on the internet, for example, Madison and Khia's issue occurred live on the internet. So even though it was fucked up, yes, it was appropriate for them to talk about it because the action happened on the internet. Anything that did not happen on the internet and you called yourself my friend, somebody who was on my team, somebody that takes money from me, somebody that works for me, works with me, whatever space. And this not me specifically talking about Madison and Gio. This is just anything. If me and you friends, and then we fall out, and then the next thing I know, you on the internet telling my business, bitch, you was never my friend. You were never for me. You just never were. And yes, that's how I feel about the whole Gio situation. Like, Gio, you should never.
Yeah, so I agree with him. Gio should have never started that firestorm when you're not that stable enough to deal with the repercussions and the backlash that comes with pulling that card of going after T.S. Madison. That's a lose-lose situation for you, especially if you're not willing to have your own platform and to go back and forth with people. When you pull that, you got to be strong into it. And so I'm hearing it. I'm hearing what he had to say. But again, I want to clear this up. He is taping a show for Chasing Atlanta. Okay. So they're taping it. And I heard that Sister Girl didn't have that much of content, much of a storyline. So this is like manna from heaven for her, for Oliver, because it's giving Oliver some content for this show. Because the new cast members, they are, so this is real entertaining. So Adonis, if you listening, you need to be cutting up stuff, make this for a show. Okay? This for that Chasing Atlanta show. Because a lot of people forget that Oliver do a show. Because, he does a show.
Brought your ass to the internet saying all these different things. It didn't happen on the internet. You already know with you saying something, what kind of weight that holds, whether it's true or false. And a lot of things, I ain't gonna get into that because then I'm going to keep getting into it. The shit should have never been brought to the internet. Yes, Gio was the one, in my personal opinion, and when I called Gio, because bitch.
And the thing about it is, she called Gio, and the piece, if I was talking to Gio, what did Maddie actually say on Patreon? That's the big piece that I'm missing. Anybody can respond. I think anybody, if you want to respond, go ahead and respond. That's your human right to do. Do the right thing. Respond. But the same way you had that energy of responding, don't be shocked if people don't agree with your action. They're not going to see what you see. Because half these people don't give a darn. Because after you get through talking, they still going to watch Maddie. Because Maddie is the talent. Just like when people left the Wiley Show, whether you were mod, whether you this or that, they thought people was going to follow them. Wiley is the talent. So regardless of what kind of problem or whatever, as long as Wiley providing the talent, the people going to stay. That's the key here. He did that to try to turn the public against Maddie. Her platform is too strong and people love mess and they still going to watch T.S. Madison, because doing this live with Oliver, he had almost 1,000 people in his Instagram live. He never had that. The most he get is like 10 people. Almost 1,000 folks was watching this IG live. He don't get them type of numbers, but he got it because it's a messy situation. But once this mess died down, they still gonna be watching Maddie. Once all these mods, the people that left Wiley, when they was talking about surviving Wiley and all that, after all that left, guess who's still doing content? Wiley. Where all these people at? They nowhere. All these people that went against me, if it was so right, you would still be doing your platform, getting clicks and views. It's gone. Just nowhere. I did all that energy. But where are you at today? Because you can't turn the public against Wiley because Wiley's still entertaining. So they're there for the entertainment. And that's what people fail to realize with this online stuff. You can get on there all day, weep and cry and all that. But as long as Maddie up there bouncing, Queen Supreme Court, long as she up there still with Chi-Chi eating protein box, long as she up there doing Mexico trips and all that, long as she up there doing her morning show, Maddie in the morning, guess what? Them people going to be right there watching. So you can say what you want to say about Maddie with Gio. That ain't going to stop these people from watching her. Only thing that's going to happen, people going to look like you crazy. You could be telling the truth. Everything could be so factual. But once you start breaking down in tears, oh man, get out of here. I'm laughing. You got to be strong if you want to go against a platform like that. Got to be strong. Get your own platform. Build you a brand. Or you're just going to be the laughing stock and everybody get a click and view off your name. Go ahead, Oliver. Tell us more what you want to say. I'm here for it. I'm actually entertained. And I like that bathroom robe, Oliver, by the way. Oliver got his crosshair and being messy. He going to quote a couple of scriptures too, eventually. Let me see what else he got to say. And his mama is, his mama like women. I think his mama like women. Yeah, his mama like women. What his mama got to do with it? They talk about it on the show. I just want people to know that. I think his mama is into women now. Yeah, his mama is to women. Because I learned it off Chase in Atlanta. All right, continue. Go ahead, Oliver. I'm just so entertained by this. Make me feel good. I wish Oliver was single. I would date Oliver Twist. The man got a talent. Like he got all clean, like he took a good shower and stuff like that. Whew, let it go. Go ahead, Oliver. Go ahead. You're in a whole relationship. Let me stop before it get messy. Go ahead, Oliver. What else you got to say?
I ain't finna keep doing this. See, look, it's fucked up. I ain't finna keep doing this. I ain't finna be sitting here watching and reading. What's going on? Is there anything that you need to say to me? Is there something that's going on? Well, I didn't like X, Y, and Z. What can we do to resolve it, if at all? Okay, all right. Move on with my day. It's more important shit out here to get.
Facts. You gotta have that type of attitude. I'm getting there. I've done a better job. I'm getting there. But one thing I did learn, if I'm gonna weep and cry and show some boogers and act a plump fool, put the camera on. Let's get a click in the view. Let's get some entertainment. At least they can say, yeah, well, a little crazy. But
That motherfucker's entertaining. Yeah, he crying about Amar Wiggins again, but he entertaining. Get your click of the view. If you're going to cry, I'd rather cry on camera and get paid for it than to be in my room crying for free. I said, let me go ahead and cry on camera. Get a click of the view. I'm unstable. Let me be a little unstable on camera. This is quite entertaining. Look at Oliver in the chat. We want Oliver to come on live. And we playing this because Oliver Twist is on Chasing Atlanta. Oliver Twist have a very extensive resume. We want to work with Oliver Twist, but we ain't got no Oliver Twist money. Baby, Oliver Twist used to be cheap, but not no more. Oliver Twist costs good coin. But one day we're going to be able to afford Oliver Twist. You're going to see us grow because he's really an ally. You know, if he is messy, I don't give a damn. You could be messy all day. Long as you give me a good logo, good editing equipment, edit my stuff, my storybook, I don't give a damn how messy you are. He's a good, talented brother. I give Oliver Twist this. And I'm going to say this, Oliver. You are the face of Chasing Atlanta. I want to say this. I said it. You are the face for that last season of Chasing Atlanta. That was nothing but the Oliver Twist show. Now, sister girl, she going to take the spot. The one that's the J-Line, but they don't call it London now because she got Milan Christopher. I think she coming for your spot because they doing this stuff for the show. But Oliver, you last season, give it your coins. Last season was you, baby. You give you kudos. You were the show last year. But Oliver do cost. He does amazing work, and he should cost. I ain't got the money for all that. I want him to do a website for me, child. He told me that price. I looked at that bank account. That bank account said, you know damn well you can't afford no Oliver Twist. It's so dumbass there. I couldn't afford him. I felt a little bad. He told me, he gave me the invoice. I looked at it. I said, do Jesus. I ain't got that type of coin yet, but one day we going to get it. All right, let me play a little bit more of this video.
That's why Ho's still on. You know, a lot of black creatives in our community that I've heard other black creatives talk bad about. I'm gonna send it to them as soon as I get off. I see why they move the way they move. I see why people like Kingsley move the way he moved, and people was like, "Oh, he ain't black." I see why people like Todrick move the way they move, even though, you know.
You are not about to get Kingsley and Todrick up in here. They are very problematic. No. Pump your brakes. If you gonna try to bring Todrick Hall that want all these white folk around here and all that type of stuff, now he did play his cards right, but don't forget that you chocolate. Don't forget that you black. Because every gay black country ain't messy. Let's not put that narrative out there like that. Not every gay black country is messy. Stop it. Let's plead that Todrick Hall thing. Like, come on, and let's not talk about Todrick Hall. We could do a whole series about him. Please, because baby, should I go back to his past and his history? Somebody did a whole series on Twitter. His whole manager. Now he a whole porn star, and he'd expose how Todrick Hall does stuff, and that's very problematic. I'm looking back, they doing series on me. They ain't doing no series on top. I'm just saying. I don't want to get nobody an idea. But go ahead. You go. Let me press play, Oliver. I hear what you got to say. Let's press play. Go. Go ahead, press play. That kind of tricking me when he said that. Go ahead, baby.
Miss Todrick, she got her own things. We ain't here for all that. I see why they do the shit that I see why. Ain't no progression in this shit. Ain't no progression. The same hoes that y'all have seen on the internet foaming out the mouth for years are what? Still on the internet foaming out of the mouth.
Damn, Amar Wiggins. He said your ass still foaming out the mouth. I'm going to dissect who he talking about. He said you've been on the internet for years foaming out the mouth. Woo, Amar Wiggins. He is dragging you up. Baby, I get Oliver, you sub here. You was talking about Amar Wiggins. And you probably was talking about me too, but because I do be farming a little bit. So I'm going to just make it about Amar Wiggins. Look what he said about you, Amar Wiggins. Ooch. Look at Wing. He said Amar Wiggins falling out the mouth. Let's play a little bit more of this. This is a key.
it wasn't until Funky Dineva pulled his shit together that people started fucking with him. And let me rephrase that so it don't get taken out of context. It wasn't until he kind of cleaned it up a little bit, it wasn't so salacious, that people higher than him started inviting him to their platforms, and his career started elevating, and it's still elevating to this day because
why you keep bringing this people name up? I'm getting triggered. I hear what you're saying, but Funky Dineva had to put that wig on and be this character. Then Funky Dineva, when he built it with that wig, he wanted to take that wig off. He got tired of wearing that wig. My hair laid like Wendy Williams. My hair laid. He got tired of saying that. He got tired of being this character. And he wanted to switch it, but his numbers are still not like when he put on that wig. And they invited him on the door. I just wanted to say that he did have to clean up, but they wanted that wig. But then when he got booked for Sister Circle, allegedly they said he was doing coke and he was unstable, and that's why they had to fire him off Sister Circle. I said it. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but they was like, that's why he got fired. Because if you can remember, he was supposed to be on Sister Circle, but he got fired or they let him go because people were telling me, word on the street, they say unstable. He was a cokehead. They got tired of him showing up drunk and high and stuff like that, and that's why they fired him. This is all allegedly. That's what was said. But best believe, I don't care if the man was throwing up a little coke. That show would have still been on the air because Funky Dineva is entertaining. Regardless what, and he's very intelligent. But he's very entertaining. My hair learned. Like, I used to love Funky Dineva. Still do love him. Even though he might not see it from me, but it's okay. We see each other. Go ahead, Oliver. I'm sorry. I got triggered a little bit.
he said, I ain't finna be doing that black. In this context, I'm gonna call it black YouTube dumb shit that y'all do. Wow, ain't no need for it. I forgot where I was. I done got on the tangent again. Again, I did not agree with Gio, and I vocalized this to Gio that I did not agree, nor did I find it necessary that he should have brought his issues with Madison to the internet. I am not here. Do not confuse that with me saying his issues are invalid. Even though I may have my own personal reasons and experiences, I'm not going to tell someone that their reasons for how they feel are invalid. However, the real people in this world that really get to the money and that are really concerned about their personal development, careers, and growth know that there is a way to do things. There's a good way to do it. There's a bad way to do it. And Oliver Twist, and you know what? The thing is, I don't think people really know my upbringing and shit like that. Bitch, I had a black family who loved me and who told me I was beautiful every day. So, bitch, I ain't never had to feel like I had to go somewhere out in the world and find attention.
Who he reading you about Wiggins and Gio? Because he said he didn't need Maddie for no love. He got his own mama, his own family. And Oliver, a lot of people don't know that, he is a graduate from Morehouse University. He reading you, my Wiggins there. I would let, if that was me, if I was about, I would go live and just go live. I wouldn't let no Oliver Twist read me like this. And Maddie was on that Kiki. Let me not be messy. I don't want to be messy. Let's push play. Go ahead, Oliver. What else you got to say?
Again, I tell y'all all the time, bitch. I come to the internet to post whatever the fuck I got going on, and to see what Azalea Banks' crazy ass is doing, and to see what Nicki Minaj crazy ass is doing. That's true tea. The first things I do when I wake up is check my email, and then I do a Google search on Nicki Minaj and do a Google search on Azalea Banks. I've been doing the same shit since 2009. It's scary to actually admit that, but it's the truth. I do it every morning when I wake up. I just see what the fuck. I just want to see what they doing. I forgot what I was saying. Y'all write something, because y'all just watching. Y'all post some shit down in things so I can stay focused before I get off this bitch. Again, I will say, I did not agree with how Gio has ever handled this situation. I am of the sound belief in mind that any issue he had with Madison, he should have talked to her or not talked to her, whatever the fuck it was. But it should not have been brought to the internet for a bunch of reasons. One, it didn't happen on the internet. There's no need for it to happen on the internet. Two, you've worked with this woman for all these years. You know what would happen if you come out and say something against this woman, whether you're caught up in the moment, whether you're being dramatic, you already know what's going to happen. You already know how people feel about her in this world. You already know people going to take that and construe it into their own stories. You already know that. You already know this.
I agree with you on that because you've been working for 7 years. And anytime I knew I had to pump the brakes on T.S. Madison a little bit, because when I went to my Alexa, I said, Alexa, who is T.S. Madison? T.S. Madison is an icon. And I said, oh, let me pump the brakes on. But I made it perfectly clear. I'm a sit-down comedian. I'm a little unstable mentally. So I'm going to give you a little disclaimer so she know how to handle me. But what Gio should have done, he should have thought about this before he came out and said all that, because contrary to popular belief, T.S. Madison is very popular in the gay community and in the media. She's very, popular in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that, Oliver. But go ahead.
So to me, what you knowing this because you've been there when other people have done it. You've been there when other people are part of her team or who was her friend went on the internet and started doing that. You know, for one, how that hurt her. You know how that affected her. You know how that affects the public opinion about her. But for whatever reason in his brain, he felt justified in doing it. Okay, whatever. I ain't God, so
and he is an employee of Maddie, and Maddie is not sleeping with Oliver. And this is another thing too, child. Y'all have to stop when y'all see gay men or trans women working together that they always smashing. But I always tell my guests to come on the show if I'm interviewing her in my house. I'm gonna just tell a disclaimer. They gonna say we fucking. Cause that just automatically gonna happen. Because that's what they're gonna say. That necessarily comes with the territory. But after I got through with that disclaimer, let me bring another good-looking guy to sit next to me, or a beautiful woman to sit next to me, mainly with the guy, even with the woman. But I'm gonna just give it with the guy. Sit here side by side with me. We sit down. We could be touching and having conversation. Good show. Oh, y'all gonna be fucking. Like Dre Simmer was on my show. Oh, he gonna be tasting Wiley tonight. I'm like, no. And I had to go live right after because I didn't want nobody had that seed planted in their head. But still to this day, people might still think that me and Dre Simmer got it in. And even if we did, we are two consenting adults. Who gives a damn? But people will assume that when they see gay people together, they think they smash it. I don't know why, but that's what they do. Go ahead.
I'm not here to say that he was wrong or right. I'm just telling you how I felt about it. I just don't know how I'm fake when I'm always the one behind the scenes trying to get grown people to calm down and talk or not act up. But maybe that was the mistake I made. That really was. Bitch, ain't shit fake about me. My mom used to whip my ass when I was a child for lying. Bitch, I'm scared to tell a lie today. My boyfriend will tell you, bitch, he can always tell when. Well, bitch, I think I only said one lie, and he saw right through it. Cause bitch, I don't know how to lie well. I don't lie well. Ain't shit about me fake. Just because I'm not like the rest of you messy ass, dirty ass faggots that come to the internet with all this ghetto, nasty ass, banshee bullshit. Yes, you right, bitch. Yes, I did go to Morehouse. Oprah paid for me to go to Morehouse. Yes, she did. And I did graduate at the top of my department with my degree in music with a concentration in the voice and conducting. Yes, I did graduate at the top of my class in high school. Yes, I did graduate at the top of my class in elementary school. Yes, my mother is a police officer and has been a police officer for over 20 years. Yes, my grandparents did work at the hospital. Yes, I was the captain of my math team. Yes, every year that I got 5s and 4s in FCAT down in Florida. Yes, President Bush sent me a handwritten signed letter every time that I did. Yes, I did travel to Uganda. Yes, I did. Yes, I am all those things. So maybe because I've been places, I ain't gonna say that.
Go ahead, Oliver. he getting them all Wiggins together. He playing the Baba card, all type of cards. You better go right ahead. Play a little bit more of that. Baby, he said President Bush wrote him. He went to Morehouse, graduated top of his class. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe because I just know how to act and I know what really is important in this world. Maybe that does make me fake, and maybe that's just something I just gotta live with for the rest of my life. That I'm doing this. Maybe. Bitch, I don't know.
Somebody asked me, what is Oliver Twist doing with his degree? He does music. He does remixes. Oliver Twist had a game, and he was an ambassador for some type of board game. Oliver Twist does a lot. And this is one thing that I will not do on this show. Even if I'm being shady, I want to be respectful and put respect on people's resume. Oliver Twist have an amazing resume. He does amazing work in this business, in this industry, and I got to give it to that. And yes, Oprah paid for his, because Oprah gave scholarships to a lot of people in Morehouse. And if it wasn't for Oprah, a lot of black men like Oliver wouldn't have not graduated from college or wouldn't have opportunity for college. And Oprah have been doing that for Morehouse for decades. So when people talk about Oprah, baby, Oprah got credentials, and this is a receipt right here of one of her students that she gave a full ride scholarship to go to Morehouse. So, and she had help. So when people talk about Oprah, baby, you got to know what you're talking about. Come with some facts, and not with some your conspiracy theories. You're gonna talk about Oliver, come with some facts. You might not agree with his intelligence or his dialect, but Oliver got a resume. And baby, facts are facts. Let me play a little bit more. There they go. I'm just gonna keep it real. Okay. Yes, for a board game. It was like, I remember that. Okay, let me play a little bit more of that. Then they're gonna be saying I'm sucking Oliver Twist dick. Well, if I am sucking a dick, let me at least suck it. I'm sucking all these people dick that they ain't got no diploma and all that type of stuff. You know, at least sucking the Morehouse, give me some of that Morehouse seed inside me so I can be more intelligent and creative and all that type of stuff. All right, press play. Go ahead, Oliver. Think about it. You gave your resume. That's what I'm talking about. Let it marinate. Let it marinate. What else you got to share?
Before I go, all I gotta say is the people that's underneath the sound of my voice. Funky Naniva has always told me this. He has always told me this. He's always said, Oliver, do you want a fast quarter or a slow dollar? What's that? Ice cream? Ooh, who that for? Oh, I just sounded so black just then. You got a song? Huh? I did get excited for the ice cream, yes. Yeah, he loved me. Do you want a fast quarter or a slow dollar? Ain't no need for me to pump out hate in this world. It's enough hate going on. Ain't no need for me to engage in things, because for one, the shit don't interest me. The shit don't interest me. But for me,
I want a slow dollar. Dollars. Impact brand. Go ahead, Oliver. You encouraging me, Oliver. I love you, and you always tell me to be better. Oliver always told me about it. Like, I love you, Oliver. Even when I tried to get you together with grammatical errors, you always be like, baby, you got to get an English class, English course. Like, I love you, Oliver. I love you, Oliver. Even when I try to drag you with misspelled words in the title, you still intelligent as my brother will gather me together. I love you, Oliver. And you good for content. Whew. Go ahead, Oliver Twist. This is what I'm talking about. Man, this is what I need in my life. I got to get to Atlanta. Boy, I can't wait to pay off that debt before I can be free. Well, I got to get to Atlanta, Georgia. All right, go ahead. Play a little bit more. I got triggered.
It's all about you always get what you give. I am a firm, strong believer of you always get what you give. If you always in this world talking about people, exposing people, bashing people, being nasty and negative, you wonder why the same bitches you see foaming out the mouth on the internet is still in the same zip code, foaming out of the mouth. He's talking about Wiggins. He said he's foaming out the mouth with them cars. Still got foam and all that. Yes, you better come on. Still foaming out the mouth. I love it. You know, he from the hood. You know, he from a good middle class family. He's so professional. Still foaming out the mouth. I love it. You go ahead, Oliver. He dragging about with. He doing it so intelligent. And I'm catching the shade. I'm here for it. You wonder why they always going through something. You wonder why it always look like, well, goddamn, right. Because of the shit they give. Bitch, I ain't never gone viral. I don't got hundreds. Well, I got a couple thousand. But compared to the other people, I don't got a bunch of followers. I'm calling me. Now I'm live now, murder. Don't you interrupt me. Sephora called the nerd and said, sell our lip gloss. Sephora. I don't have thousands and millions of views on YouTube, but Sephora called the nerd and said, sell our lip gloss. Sephora. So you know what? I'm going to continue to be fake in my own little world and do the things. And they sent me all that. I understand other people with live. She going to keep her live up. So I see other people going live. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna dissect and come back when I like we won't be getting on Patreon tonight. But we would definitely gonna be doing a lot of content. Y'all feed me. I said it. Y'all feeding me some content. And I love Oliver. Oliver is good for business. Oliver, this is good. Who else gonna get dragged today? Because he's show dragging. You're still foaming at the mouth. And just got them cards. Like he really let them out. Ooh, baby, that coffee. It's in me. Anytime when you get a man quote his resume, he getting your ass together. I went to Morehouse. My mama is a police officer. He getting you together, my Wiggins. Oh man. And don't come read no fucking car. Please get up on my Wiggins and drag. Get the mess out. I'm here for it. I'm excited. Don't worry, my producer's gonna let me know if she's saying something. I don't want to just see her eat no protein box and eat no food. I want the mess. All right, so let's play a little bit more this video. Don't be talking about T.S. Madison like. Listen, if she gonna be messy, if she get up on there and drag, then I end it and listen and watch. But she probably ain't gonna do that. I'm here for the mess. I don't want to hear nothing about no protein box and no Mexico. We won't mess. They don't want to sit there and see you just sit there talking and all that stuff. All right, go ahead, Oliver. Tell what else you got to say. Let me get my headphone. Let me see, just in case she drags. That I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. It's sad, but it is what it is, to be quite honest. How should I close this? Should I close it out with the hymn? Yeah, close it out with it. Stay true to tell the people, yes. Everybody, yes. Everybody underneath. Regardless of anybody's opinion. Out of my voice, stay true to who you are. Remain true to who you are. You don't gotta prove shit to no fucking body. You don't.
Girl, my titties out. Can I come on your live?
Girl.
Can I lay down on your live? My titties out.
Lay one titty. Just lay one titty.
No, girl, your page will get shut down. I need your page to be up so we can be fake together.
No, I'm fake.
You want to hear some fake stuff? Let me let you hear something fake. Hold on. You know I'm naked. Hold on. Let me let you hear something fake. You hear it?
What's that? Girl, that's your ass clapping?
Yes, bitch. Bitch, you didn't hear that? Hold on.
I heard it. You so tired.
I gotta put some lotion in the middle of my ass. Some lotion. It puts lotion. It puts lotion on its skin. You see, I gotta take it like this.
Lotions, butters, creams,
sprays, potions, and
oils and ointments.
Now incantations.
I'm sorry, Murder. I was in a whole rant before you joined.
Oh, girl, come out to that bullshit. Hold on.
No, I'm done. Today is my last day. Today was my official last day
of reading. Of reading
on a public platform in that subject. Yes, is my last day.
That was it. Damn, bitch, why my ass do I need to post? Do I need to pour water in the middle of it? What? Because I put lotion, it won't make a sound. The plastic ain't working together no more. Hold on. Let me get a bottle of water. Let me get a bottle of water.
Mama, I made it. Yeah, I was like, girl, why is he so upset with me?
Girl, let me get a bottle of water to put some of this stuff in my ass.
Right.
Ooh. Okay, let me see.
What's up, Myrtle?
You hear it now?
Girl, one butterfly just lost his wings.
Wait a minute, I got to move my nuts. Get my nuts in the way. Hold on.
Oh my God.
I'm tired now.
What's up, mama? What's up, mama?
Wait, Myrtle, I gotta catch my breath. I'm tired. Wait a minute. Hold on. S in there. I said big dick. BIGDICK. Big dick. Myrtle, I need my eyebrows arched. Call somebody out here that you know in LA that can arch my eyebrows.
Call David.
Yes, my daughter. That's my listen.
Call David.
Y'all be doing y'all white sister some kind of way. Why y'all be doing her like that?
I don't do David no type of way. David love me and I love David.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I had
David normally would have inboxed me by now. I ain't heard from that bitch in a long time.
Y'all
Girl,
know
now she
girl, what you talking about? So what
LA
you
for 2 weeks. This is definitely for the show. And it's so easy. I'm here for it. I really hope and pray that they get this show because I could do some. I'm going to get some good clicks and views off of it. So I really hope that this is for the show, and I wish them the well. But because even Oliver was like, and they can't keep none secret for nothing. They can't keep none quiet for nothing. Whenever I was doing something, doing a project, nobody and their mama knew nothing until they saw something. Then they was like, "Oh my gosh, Wiley!" You know. Because I can keep a secret. If it's real business, if you come to me for real business and I have to sign a document where I can't speak about the business, I can keep a secret if it's business. If it's some serious business and no one knew, not even the people that talk to me on a daily basis. They was angry, like, you ain't tell me that. No, because this is business. Because the document that I signed, I can't speak on something. And then too, I learned from my mentor, don't speak on shit that haven't been developed and out yet. So you got to be careful speaking on something that's out. And you be telling folk, then if it don't come out, you're going to be embarrassed. So I ain't telling you nothing. Oh, Wiley, I heard that you was doing this and that. Well, thank you. Well, I can't confirm. Only thing that I know is the Wiley Show. We go live every day. The Wiley Show. Tune in to the Wiley Show. They used to get so mad at me. All right, let's go click a little bit more of this.
To see my medical records for you want to suck my dick? Girl, they said I got the portion. Girl, they said I got the portion.
Murder, I don't want to talk about that because that's gonna send me to a place.
Oh, don't.
Yes, anyway. I'm already riled up, so I don't even want to touch on that.
Oh, girl, I just went on a call.
Murder, you better watch this camera, girl.
I ain't got no. What? Oh,
right. Watch the camera. Because I knows how you lays in a hotel bed with my fake fraudulent ass. Who wakes? Y'all hoes must be sucking some new dick or smoking some different weed. Who wakes up and goes to a place to say, I'm gonna be fake today?
Me. You know I'm fake. Bitch, you know I'm fake. I ain't real.
Bitch, ain't shit never been fake about Oliver Twist. Never. Because bitch can't now hold in this world.
He talking about you and my because he said that your car reading ain't real and he ain't fake. See, I put address on this. Why I be putting name. I don't like subliminals. I don't do well with subliminals. If I feel like somebody doing me wrong, I say their name. I even try to do some subliminal stuff and subliminal shit. I'm not good with subliminals. I can't even spell subliminal. I put an address on it. Whatever on my mind, I just say it. So I'm hearing it and all that type of stuff. So I don't do good with subliminals. I put a name on it. I put an address on it. Whoever I'm talking about, I say with that. That's why people respect me. They say, at least Wiley put a name on it. You might call me a flip-flopper, but I'm sure going to put a name on it and say, hey, I'm talking about this person. I don't do subliminal. I don't like that subliminal. Tell me who you talking about. Anywho, let's play a little bit more of this.
Y'all can't nan hoe in this world whoop my ass except for Chandra Jefferson. In the day when I was grown and she still wanted to do it. I love you, Ma, but you know, can't nan hoe take shit away from me. What?
You're giving too much energy. We done did. It's gone. Lay on the bed, flat on the bed by me, on your bed, and let's see who
can do what?
You on here?
Murder, I told you I can't make my booty cloud. I can't. I promise you. People have always said, girl, you got all this ass, you can't.
Said, bitch, your mama teeth fake, bitch, so I'm fake too, ho. Tell your mammy, bitch, to put her dentures in so I can put, every time your mammy put in her dentures, bitch, I put on my personality. Lay down flat, bitch, and clap. Oh, see, you naked too. You naked too, ho. Ho, you naked too. Bitch, put your hands on the wall, bitch. Put your hands on the wall, Oliver. You got to put your hands.
What sit like this?
Yeah, reproach, and I don't get it, bitch. I've been turning my camera on online, bitch, since the year 2000 and something, bitch. And you, bitch, and you came in my. That's how you came in my life with me reading the bitch. And bitch, you know what I'm saying? And you done. I done read a bitch, and you done.
Okay, so
me.
I'm hearing it, and I'm hearing it with Oliver Twist. I feel like, and this is the thing. Gio inserted Oliver's name into this mix, right? Shared his name and on the show. They said Wiley I can't go to sleep. Oliver, I'm about content. I don't sleep. Now, if I had you in that bathroom roll and all that, maybe I'd go get a little sleep. But I'm out here hustling. I'm trying to get on fucking Aniva level and stuff like that. I can't get no sleep, baby. I'm here going live. I need, go live. And all that type of stuff. I'm getting the click of the view. I got to get my click of the view. We going on Patreon after this. I just had to come up on here and talk about it and stuff like that. But we were playing that live with T.S. Madison and Oliver Twist. So if y'all want to see that live, it is on his page. We broke it down on here first. So if anybody want to hear, we broke that down and they had a conversation and it is what it is. So I want y'all to go watch that live and get your own understanding of it. Thank everybody that's on here. I'm about to go on Patreon. So everybody that is on here that is not on my Patreon, this is the time to click on that. We got to get into some Khia information, some Khia tea, because I got some stuff in my email. So I want to get into that, get into some story time and stuff like that. So if you're on Patreon, click on there and everything. This is your time. If you want to see the chat, you should be emailing me right now with your name or your receipt that you subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our Patreon so we can send it to you. So we're going live right after this live. We're going live on Patreon. This is a party. We ain't stopping. We're getting hungry. I'm encouraged. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get on Oliver Twist level and stuff like that. I got to get some more money so we can start getting him to increase our brand. So, thank you, ushers, for getting the money basket out there and stuff over there. We wanted to interview Oliver, but Oliver don't want to come on the show. He too fancy now. But I remember then, he booked and busy now. But I remember he would come on over here and give us a whole nasty piece of coin, a click in the view. But we going on Patreon. So get up on Patreon, people. Right then and there. Let me send this person this link too. Hold up. Let me send this person this link too. We can handle this right now on Patreon. All right, let me send this people to this email. All right, send your emails. Don't be so Wiley, I can't see the chat. This your time to see it. All right, do y'all get it? Everybody click on the link. Everybody got the Patreon link. It's only $2. The lowest you can do is, I think, $2. If you ain't got $2, something wrong, we're going to have to pray for you. Only $1.99 to join. $1.99 to join. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all over there. Peace. We have an after show on Patreon. I'll see y'all on Patreon. Let's go. Right over there on Patreon.